Hello, hello, everybody. I'm here. Welcome to Guilty Ear Reloaded number 18, The Squisquel. It's a bad play on the Squeakquel. Um, Today it's just gonna be me for a little while. We might have Riot join on commentate later. We'll have to see. But I've picked out our first stream matches. We're gonna have two people that I believe we haven't seen on stream before, as we usually try to do the first round. We've got Kodar and PK Yandere. No idea who they play. Should be a fun time though. We got this tournament's looking pretty good too. We have some fun people entering. We've got KiraHana and Domasaur, some previous winners. We've got Skullduggery and Water One, who have been really close to winning before. They've always been close, but then they've always had to deal with a powerhouse like Lolo or MJ Kurase or someone just insanely nutty to hold them back. So this could be the week. Kira's good, and what's it called? Kira's good, and Domasaur are good, but we've seen them be beaten before, so we'll have to see how that goes. Oh, how's everyone doing tonight? I see Envy's in here and Squirmy's in here, and who else is in here? Sheep TP. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sheep TP. You're one of our, I believe, newer people as well, so that should be fun. I'm gonna pull up the controller on my phone. Faye Jen, how's it going? Yeah, welcome back, Faye Jen. You I think it was last I checked, it was 2 weeks ago. You did or 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. You were doing pretty good, so I'm excited to hopefully see you play later today. Maybe we'll try to squeeze in a Faye Jen stream match. We'll see. We'll see. Pulling up this so I can update the names. Yeah. So with solo commentary, every once in a while I'm gonna go quiet. It's just because it's hard to type, look up the names, and and get all that at once. So forgive me if every once in a while I break focus, whatever. I don't think anyone wants me to be rambling on forever and ever, but as some people in my personal life could be one of my special skills. All right, so we're waiting on PK Yandere. We'll see when they come. So okay, let's see. Oh, Kodar. Wait, that's Kodar, right? Let me double check. Yeah, that's Kodar. Okay, I thought I was right. So it looks like Kodar plays Biken. Biken's always fun. You love it. You love to watch Biken play, but you kind of hate to play against Biken because Biken has some pretty cool combos, some neat setups. She has the damage and the counter, but those are all the reasons you also hate playing against her. It's one of those evenings. Let's see if there's any real spicy matches going into this first round. While we're waiting on PK Yandere. Oh, never mind. The May player. I think maybe we have had Yandere play before. I feel like there's a May player I recognize. Okay, so this matchup, whenever Biken's going against a gorilla, big strike throat style characters, it's always a little difficult just because of the counter. May has a couple decent things to kind of help play around that. She has beach ball setups that help with that a little bit. And May's also completely okay with just sometimes getting you in the corner and waiting. Her command grab's also pretty high reward, so in a lot of matchups. So, she has some tools to help get around that. It's if you're a strike throw character that doesn't have a command grab that's easily accessible, you can be fighting Biken's a little fun. But you can still throw her normal grab. It's just usually command grabs have a higher style of reward and also beat normal grabs. So you lightly tip that in your favor. Yeah, and they let the intros rock. All right, let's see what we got going on. What's the round start? I like that. Walk back into just a little play, keeping it grounded. Yeah, and they're just chilling, charging up the charge motion. Okay. Yeah, using the burst early. I think that's a big call out. Did it work? Ooh, that's gonna definitely hurt a bit. Let's see if they choose to. Ooh, nice combo. Ooh, do we have the Yeah, ouch. Yeah, that's a big hurt. Yeah, if I'm Kodar, I don't burst here unless it's setting up the best situation of my life. Yeah. Nice OTG. Okay. PK's playing pretty good right now. But Kodar, it's one of those things where you can't always judge a match by the health bar too, because you get into character's pressure and sometimes it just doesn't work out. They just made one really ballsy calls out for a game one, so uh, in tournament formats, I usually like to say the general advice that I've been given before is that round ones, it's usually better not to go for like a crazy call out early on because it's better to gather the data and then insert those crazy call outs like when you recognize that a player likes to do something. So like, ooh, ooh, yeah. It's just that got beaten out there. But Yandere taking the game one, not too bad. Oh, and I do not have this set to the tournament setting, so if we get spectator cursed, I hope it's not too bad. All right, they're spacing out around each other, playing the neutral. I like this. Kodar's slowing down a bit, and honestly, I think that's a good idea, especially against Patient Maze. It's okay. Her approach options, like, she has great aerials, right? And Dolphin's a pretty good button and all that, but she's not, like, extremely fast or anything, right? She's not gonna she's not gonna pull up in any unsurprising way. Plus, in order to do Dolphin, you do have to be holding back. So usually they move in a way that's semi-predictable. It's gonna come out. Plus, raw Dolphin like that, if you block it right, you still get a pretty good. Oh, that was a nice pressure sequence by Kodar. So a lot of times against Mei, like for instance, a matchup I wouldn't say Mei struggles with, but is definitely a little annoying for Mei is Faust, just because Faust strengths are in that play style where you're kind of just chilling, and you're like, all right, how do you approach? What do you want to do? Yeah, and that's kind of an awkward angle for Biken to intercept that, but this isn't over. Kodar was showing pretty good signs of life there. Nice. Okay. All right. It's Biken pressure time. Ooh, I like the wait there to try and catch a button. You know, Maze, I could tell on the defense brain, my brain was like, oh, hit a button right there, and then I got caught by Kodar's meaty. Ooh, I like these dash cancels. Ooh, and reattaching the tether. What a nice round from Kodar. Okay, let's go. But the look at the burst bars though. This is gonna be a little tough. Okay, goes for the early burst. Doesn't want to get into that corner situation. Ooh, and ends up jumping out of the corner and kind of puts Kodar back in there. Ooh, I thought that was throw for sure. Ooh, and nice recognizing that they got the meter too. I thought it was gonna be close whether they got that bar for the super, but they go for the safe jump into the throw. Good. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, they didn't break it. This isn't impossible. It's gonna be a little tricky. Yeah. So Yandere closes out that game. That's 2-0, but that game looked a heck of a lot closer than game one. So we'll we'll see. We'll see. I think this comeback is definitely possible, but I think Kodar can definitely take a game. For those who are new to the tournament or first time watching, since we're running a Swiss bracket, every game counts for something. If you win a game, you get a point. If you win and winning the match gets you 3 additional points. So you take 3 games to win plus the 3 from the match. That's 6. However, if you lose 3-2, you still get 2 points, and that can add up at the end of the tournament, right? If you go 4-1, but your one loss, you won 2 of those games, you're pretty guaranteed to be probably in the top 4, which is our cutoff for winners. So these games can add up. Oh, ooh, I think that was an accidental input. We'll see though. Not the RC, but I think I saw a counter come out, or they countered to NPRC to make it safe. Ooh, yeah. Sometimes you got to call out those counters there. Okay, let's see. Big toss. Ooh, but with the tether that leaves them so close. Wow, that's honestly That's it's not the first thing I would practice against Baiken, but let's say you're kind of an intermediate player. You've played against a few Baikens in your day. You kind of know how it goes. That's something you should learn that will surprise Baikens. So, like most Baikens, is learn your character's tether setups. And you're thinking like that'll never come. Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. Alti, hey, what's up? Yeah, I meant to but yeah, if you can learn your character, it doesn't even have to be like the mega optimal Twitter combo bike and tether thing, but if you can learn something your character can abuse, oh my god, that was so high up. I'm very surprised that worked that way. Ooh, gotta chunk through one more burst though. Oh, another one. Oh, ooh. All right, Kodar took that one kind of nice. That was kind of nice. If I'm if I'm Yandere, I'm like, all right, I am tired of these counters. But you also can't let that phase you out, right? Because then that gives, if you get too scared of the counters, that gives Kodar a lot of you know, a lot of leeway on defense. So both players about even. Ooh, nice toss. Using the dolphin to get close, but the backdash covers it. Oh yeah, the big anchor. It's plus as hell. Ooh, the lockdown. Stay in the corner. Oh, but the yeah, that 3K is a little tough to deal with. Yo Johnson. Ooh, the Build-A-Bear combos. Oh, but it just doesn't reach. That would have killed for sure. Okay, okay. Kodar's looking good. A small burst advantage. They're up around. Oh yeah. May 2H is a hell of a button. It reaches high, it anti-airs, and it also sweeps out in front of you. So if the person stays grounded, there's still a decent chance you're gonna get clipped by it. The class, the classic defensive option: jump up and come down with an aerial to catch the recovery of their move. But yeah, Yandere's wants to take that round. All right, let's see what's all right. Classic May stuff. I like that kind of. That was a nice little 2K setup from the May. I kind of like or is it no? That's 5K. I've been running through the character. I've been taking a small break from Guilty Gear, so a little bit of my I'm a little rusty on some of the normals. All right, but oh Kodar, no, not like this. Okay, use the PRC, gets a little slow. Oh no, not again. Oh no. The setup. Wait, real good patient base from Yandere using the beach ball. Oh, it caught the toes. Nice, nice. Good stuff, Yandere. Good stuff. And Kodar kept that really close, so that was pretty close for a round one match. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I'll take care of the score for you guys as well. Good stuff to both the players. Yeah. I feel like anytime you have yeah. Oh for sure. After after that one round where Kodar got like 3 counters in the one round, I'd be like, "Oh no. My mental's gone. I can't imagine PKs right now." But no, you brought it back. You brought it back. Good stuff. And I saw the beach balls coming out. I'm like, all right, as long as Kodar times these pretty good. And then it was just that one jump was just a pinch early. And yeah, caught the toes. Caught the toes. I actually tried out May. May was my first character I ever tried in a Guilty Gear game. I tried her out in Xrd. Pretty fun, but yeah. Oh, it's too bad. You still had that one really sick combo at the what was it, game 3, I want to say. But yeah, but you just didn't get the wall break on it. But no, good stuff. You had some good stuff. Some of those call outs with the counters were, I'm like, that's brave. That's a brave call out. And I could have swore the one you caught out with the I think it was May jump S, but she was like, but May was so high above you. I was surprised that actually countered. I'm like, okay, that's gonna be the bounce back. But no. Good GG's to both the players. Where was that on here? Oh yeah, let me fix that for you guys. Do. Yeah, edit the results. That was not a DQ. That was a 3-1. Oh yeah, and shoutouts to once again shoutouts to Riot. Riot's competing, but they're also helping out with a little TOing. It's really nice of them. Yeah, no, one of the auto timers probably went off. Since I since I started the tournament a pinch late today, the timeout timer probably was still going while we were setting up things a little bit. So that's my bad. Don't worry about it. I fixed it for you guys. It should show 3-1 now. You're good. Let's see. Let's take a look at some of the matches going on too while we're waiting. All right, so KiraHana takes it 3-0. You know, one of our past winners. Same with Domasaur. It's Skullduggeries and Water. These are, you know, some would say these are probably the 4 favorites to win this week. But you know, we'll see. If Water Run wins, that'll be our first Zato. You know, that'll be something pretty cool to see. Yeah, Skullduggers entered. Yeah. Yeah, and sorry to hear it, Envy. Losing, but the nice part is, since it is Swiss, it's not as bad as losing round 1 in double elim, where it's just like, well, time for the best losers run of my life, you know. And now it's like, okay, well, I gotta win. I probably gotta win 4, but you know, it's not too bad. Or if you go 3-2, we did have one of these have a 3-2 in the top. I think with this number we might just be out of that range, but we'll see. You know, Swiss is wild. Anything can happen. Riot took it over Lucasio. Nice. You know, of course, shoutouts to the mods and TOs. TO Supreme. Without Riot, we probably wouldn't be here. We would have drowned at a certain point. Let's see. Who else we got going on here? So Fat and Stale Jello are playing. 2 of my favorite names. We got Awful Waffles, Fennec Fox, 2-2. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. Fennec. Oh my gosh, it's funny. We've actually seen Fennec play a lot on stream, and I always forget their character. I feel like the worst person, but I know Fennec's pretty good. Definitely not too shabby. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, Yandere, that's funny. Yandere, you don't want to know who hunts me down every online tournament I enter? Not to play the 1-up game, but it's always DM Danny. I always have to go against DM Danny, and I'm like, please, I don't want to play the best Kai player in the world. Just let me not play DM Danny. All right, let's see who we got lined up here. Okay. Let's see. Who are we feeling? I think we'll go with... We've seen Rex a lot. Let's not do Rex just yet. Let's do... Why don't I go with... Let's go with Missive and Lucasio. Missive and Lucasio will be our stream match. Since it's just me this week, I think I'm going to try my best just to load up as many people that I either haven't seen before or we haven't seen too often until we get to about rounds 4 and 5. Although there's definitely a decent chance there could be a Skullduggery match round 3 because I'm biased and I like Faust. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yeah, Squirmy. Suicune is Suicune's spooky. They're on like they're a super for those who don't know, Suicune's a pretty darn good Leo. They're right up there with like there's like the super S tier Leos. We got like Razzo. And there's like 1 or 2 other ones I can't think of off the top of my head. But then you have like those A- tier. Oh, MFCR. That's the other one I'm thinking of. Then you have like those like next tier of Leos that are like really, really good. I think Suicune playing when they're playing well, they pop up into that tier where they're like just one below the top. All right. Well, it looks like we got a Ram. Love going to Ram Ranch, and we got another Biken. AE. Everyone loves Biken. And the scores will take a second to update because stream meta is funny. If you guys come to a gentleman's agreement on it, I'm all for it. All right, let's see. So this matchup is going to be weird because Ram can space around. So like normally when you kind of look at Biken matchups on a surface level, you look at the what's it called? You just look at the counter, right? But with this matchup, Ram has a lot of tools to kind of play around that. Although she does, when she gets her pressure going, she does play the strike throw. So I'm curious to see how Missive kind of structures around that, or if they do that. Or can Ram ignore it entirely? But Biken also has some pretty fast normals that can, some at the right ranges, can contest with Ram, some of Ram's stuff pretty well. So this isn't as, this isn't a terrible matchup, I'd say. Most Ram matchups are usually lightly Ram favored, which is kind of like Ram's best strength and biggest weakness is that she wins a lot of matchups, but it's usually by a bit, right? Make bracket and play them again. Yeah, isn't that the truth? All right. So yeah, but Biken also has a decent wake up super, not the best, but she also has a, okay, good, nice. And good escape from the corner. You got to be careful when your opponent has a lot of time in the corner and you're getting close to them like that, because most characters can just jump and air dash out. There's a few characters who might have a weird time doing that. Faust, Bedman, they both kind of have a weird time kind of like just doing the straight up jump air dash out because of their weird funky air dashes. But most characters can usually do it, especially the fast characters. One I'm curious about is Milia. That's one you probably have to time carefully because it doesn't go as far. Okay, the raw dust. Oh, you can't hear the game audio. What? That's wild. I know why. Why did nobody tell me the game audio wasn't working? You guys can't be doing that to me. Hold on, this is going to show up in the recording for a second. There, we have game audio. Oh, it's not just you, Next. I think we had a whole house full of people who didn't tell me we couldn't hear game audio. It's just me talking over silence. But, alright. We got the shot. And honestly, with 2 sticks of butter and that much life, not a bad option. Forces a guard crush, you can kind of close the distance a bit. Nice, nice meaty. Okay. And Missive just with the early burst, and that's actually not a bad. Ooh, one over to the other side. All right, no back throw. Ooh, good grab. Ooh, okay. We got grab loops. Cobbery. Ooh, yeah. Lucasio really looking to close this out. Keep it nice and simple. Good stuff. All right, game 1 goes to Lucasio. That was a pretty close game. And I didn't adjust the settings. That's okay. It's gonna be all right. Very clean combo. Yeah. The best combo is one that you can do consistently, right? Sure, maybe there's a Biking combo that does 1 more damage or something. All right. Now, if I'm Lucasio, I'm taking notes. I'm going, all right, Missive, early burster. And there's nothing wrong with early bursting, but it's also one of the easiest habits to call out by the more advanced players. They'll pick up on that really fast, and they will burst bait you pretty quickly. Good spacing from Missive, though. Really kind of playing at that nice max range and staying pretty grounded, right? It's tempting as Ram to just air dash all over the place, but if you play Ram pretty grounded, you can cover a lot of options, and then your aerial options are a lot of air dash back, jump slash. So goes for the 3. Ooh, just barely didn't build enough meter to RC it, I believe. Oh, and I think Lucasio could have RC'd that to kill. That's okay. They got gun. Yep. Ooh, into the low, into grab. Good stuff. Yeah, that's a guess right or die situation. Not much you can do there. Well, let's see. All right. Ooh, okay. Chooses to kind of might have been able to get like a kind of bad pickup at that range, but they chose to just take the better situation, which I like there. All right. Rekka. Ooh, nice. They left the intentional delay to kind of bait out something from there, and it ended up being a counter. Ooh, RC, switch sides. Okay. Gets a wall break, positive bonus. This is looking pretty good for Missive, but Lucasio's got a stick of butter and a burst and a prayer. See what happens. Okay. Too far forward for the explosion to come into effect, but... Ooh, good guard break. You got a burst. Oh, they went for the gunshot, but I think it missed. Darn. Rough missed input. Or they were just doing the light punch as a bait, but I'm pretty sure that was a missed input. That's okay, though. All right. Anyone who's watching, remind me after this set to turn it back to the classic tournament settings for playing. We haven't gotten spectator glitched yet, but, you know, I don't want to play with fire. Okay. This time Lucasio with the earlier burst. Puts them in a pretty good screen position, but, okay. I think Lucasio with the jabs, I think was going for, maybe try to keep it safe or just going for a fast option. Ooh. That jump in is so good from Ram, especially if you're just landing on top of them. The multi-hits, all the fun stuff. Squirmy, no. Ooh, okay. I like this. Lucasio's playing patient, which I really like. You know, Ram's low on meter. You got a stick of butter. Ram actually has a pretty good, not Ram. Baiken has a decent reversal super. It's not like, don't get me wrong, it's not gonna win any awards in this game. There's tons of good reversal supers in this game, but the sword slash isn't bad. It does a lot of damage and it has an okay range to like pick up things. Yeah, the Tommy Mac closes it out. Slap. Yeah, the two. Lucasio waiting it out. Ever since they got that one, they're just waiting it out. But, ooh, they go for some kind of interrupt there. Early burst. Ooh, nice throw break on the tick throw. Oh, charge dust, a little greedy, especially down a life. Let's see. All right, which side? Oh, you're gonna charge dust me? No, I'm gonna charge. Ooh, that's a cool looking combo. And you still have the tether on? Going for the guard crush. Yeah. And Lucasio doing the right thing there. Just chilling, right? You don't have to force anything there. You've got a ton of life. You've got burst. You got a meter. It's all good. It's all good. I think... Yeah, that charge dust was just a ballsy call from Missive. Especially when you had corner, and all you got to do is keep doing Ram Ranch pressure. Eventually they will crack. This isn't Goichi. Ooh, didn't reach, but that's okay. Nice run forward to kind of avoid that explosion locking them down, and they recognized they had the space to do so. But yeah, now it's classic Ram pressure. Waits out the burst, but Lucasio comes in with a nice one. Ooh, gold burst is going to be really nice here. We're going to go to the other corner. Ooh, unless the other burst comes out. I think one thing with it's not a every once in a while it's not bad to throw out that sword when you're kind of like mid-screen and you're not just like corner time pressure, but you got to be careful throwing it mid-screen because then you lose Ram's best mid-screens buttons are her slash and heavy slash for the most part, so you can lose some valuable tools. Yeah, so like here now and you can kind of play this style of Ram. We don't see it too often. Ram players prefer to keep the swords unless they're doing corner stuff, but you can play this style of like use the swords as a resource Ram, but ooh, good punish with the throw. Ooh, yeah. And here it is. This is going to knock down and do some damage. Oh. Oh my god. Ooh, goes for the safe jump. It was just either a pinch off on the timing or I can't tell. That was... Ooh. Oh. Goes over it? Hold on. No pickups. Getting a little spaghetti. We're making the pasta. Oh. Goes for the hero burst, but the explosion closes it out. 2-2. Oh my god, I'd be sweating. If I'm Lucasio, I take like 1 second here, right? Take a second. It's cool. We're in no rush. There's other matches still playing. You got time. Which I think that's another thing too. If you lose a round and the other player has a lot of momentum, take 30 seconds. It's cool, right? You know what I mean? As long as the turn, you know what I mean? Don't worry about the tournament running behind, none of that. Just take 30 seconds. It's cool. But I kind of like this. This kind of playstyle is refreshing to see from Rams, where they're willing to throw out the sword and just play without it. Oh, I've actually never seen that move with only one sword. She uses her little hand claw to do the other one. She claws up. Yeah. Nice. Just dancing around Lucasio. Ooh, that was a ballsy sword toss. Gunshot, run up. I was almost thinking double gunshot, but Lucasio's has made it pretty clear they're gonna hold on to this extra meter for in case of a. Oh no! Ooh, yeah. We've all been there. You know, you have a cool idea and you go to dash up and do it, but your dash just gets stopped a little short, and you're like, no. Ooh, calls out the counter. All right, let's get a classic Ram fun time corner combo. Nice. Good amount of damage. And the subtle, so the difference between round start and wall break for Ram in this matchup is actually kind of nice because it puts them right at that kind of far slash range too. It's pretty nice. All right, basically even on burst. Let's see what's gonna go on. One baited burst though, I think takes this match. These players have been pretty even, and the bursts have always landed. So if someone can take the other person's burst and leave them in that bad situation, I think that'll be huge. Ooh, we got the pro combo. Uh-oh. Nissiv's got some momentum going. Oh, no. No RC? You're brave. Okay. Good stuff to Missive. Closing it out. 3-2. Really close game. And a lot of good back and forth from these players. And yeah, at the end there, it was just, it's tough. Like, what do you do, right? Score? Do you mind updating for me? Oh, stream meta, you've been so picky lately. Perfect. Okay. Alright. But good stuff to Missive. They'll be moving on. And so will Lucasio for the rest of Swiss. But yeah, but if you're going to lose, 3-2's the way to go. So let's take a look at the rest of our bracket, see how things are shaking out. Oh, does this need to be fixed? Let me double check with Albert. I'll check with them. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'll double check and make sure, because I don't think that's supposed to be a DQ. Yeah, they definitely played. I'll check the score with them. Oh, I got. Oh wait, where are you guys? I got you guys here. I got you guys. Report results. It was 3-2. So reset match. Yep. 3-2. Cool. All right. We got a few DQs rolling out here. Let me double check a setting real quick. Yeah. DQ timer's at 10. Let's bump this up to 3, see if that does anything. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I got you, Albert. Alright, let's report that as well. Okay. Alright. Let's see, who else we got? We got Malachite. What? Man, everybody getting DQs out here. Alright, if you're listening, remember to check into your matches. It helps a lot and keeps things rolling. Hey, good stuff, Sheep. Yeah, and that's the thing. So, fun fact, Sheep. At the lower, so in the bottom half of the bracket, right? Because a lot of people like to come out here just to play. They don't expect to win or anything. They just want to play a bunch of games with cool people. But the cool part is it's easier to improve your ranking at the lower levels because the difference between, like, let's say, usually 25th and 24th place is usually, like, 1 game win, right? So, we've had people who go 0-5, and even that's pretty rare. Most people usually take a set. But we've had people who go 0-5, but most of their games were, like, 3-2s. And they end up, like, above, like, a solid little chunk of people. Just because they won more games. So it's a kind of a fun little coincidence there. Oh boy. We gotta fix a couple of these real quick. Do not start your next rounds quite yet. Hang out for just a moment. Let's see. At Walrus. Let us score. At score. Okay. All right. While they're figuring out their scores, we will this could change. So, well, they didn't report it, so we'll fix it post. But yeah, that's why you gotta check into your matches. All right, we're gonna get Skullduggery and Crispy Cthulhu on. Let's get that going. Okay, so Walrus's was definitely... Okay, it was supposed to be a DQ. Cool. And yeah, if the other people don't respond, that's okay. Alright, so yeah, we're going to have Skullduggery, Faust Hero. Oh, I like saving meter for Kenju. However, I'm a little bit reckless with it. Yeah, that's not a terrible thing to do, right? You know? Sometimes, especially in that matchup, if you notice the Rams are doing lots of like run up close slash, things like that, you can kind of take advantage of that, right? I think recognizing when to do that will be maybe the next step of that journey, right? You know, and that's the thing. It's all about you can improve so much in just one aspect of the game. Like I like to think that my bursts are decent, and I usually do a lot of like decent little meter stuff. But, oh yeah, before I start the round, let's do this. Do I have this? Oh, they got the bed. Let's go. Yeah. That one match, though, where you had the life lead and you just stayed back, that was like perfect. That was really great stuff. Good stuff to that, Lucasio. They're having a fight in the room. Okay, yeah. You guys can You guys can start if you like. I'll get the names set up here and who we got. It'll pop up in a second. I'll fix them. All right. Hop on the bracket, you goofy Gus. Oh, they're doing the they're doing the emotes in chat. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I like it. I don't know who Crispy plays. Let's take a look. Oh, they're playing the Bedman? Okay, okay. This is gonna be a character we're all kind of still learning about. Should be a good time though. Oh, let me spell this right. There's a H after that U. Cthulhu's always spelled a little funky. Let's get that crew. Let's get that sponsor name set up properly. Oh, and they're letting the intros rock. I respect it.
It's too late now, but I should show them I've done some self-care.
Let's take a look.
Faust versus Bedman. Duel 1.
Pretty good song too. Ooh, all right. Ooh, the banana conversion? Nice, nice, okay. So the interesting thing I want to see in this matchup is I want to see what moves can Faust duck from Bedman, because some of them look like they could be ducked, but Bedman, oh, that was a wacky tacky mix-up. Delilah's like, come back, please. Okay. So you can forward crawl the projectile. That's very nice. Okay, it's pressure time. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like that option though. Yeah. A lot of times the common option after teleport PRC is to what's it called? Oh, they go. Skull goes for the gold burst, but it doesn't work out. Nice grab. Okay, really close game one. And they're roughly even on burst. Off the top of my head, I feel like Bedman will probably be like a medium burst builder. Not like heavy burst builder, but... Oh, that's a nice item for this corner situation here. Into hammer, into more free time. Oh, that's... Okay, okay. Nice little wall break, set up skull with some meter and some good old positive bonus. Reduce this damage a little bit. Ooh, nice overhead. That's hard to see too. Ooh, we got the combo. Oh, the hero burst. I don't know about that one, Chief. Oh. All right. All right, both players looking good, but now this last match, Skull on a more definitive burst advantage. But then again, Faust's one of the best burst builders. You really gotta have your combos down really solid if you're trying not to build burst with Faust, and you need kind of specific confirms. Nice job recognizing when you can attack again. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, raw lunge is pretty good. Ooh, catching the backdash. Pretty nice option there. That sends so high, and that's so plus. Nice. Alright. Let's see. Skull keeping it pretty simple, opting for an item instead of the damage finisher. Ooh, this is going to lead into a nice little safe jump situation. Ooh, burst bait. Yep. Good stuff from Skull. Taking game one. But Crispy Cthulhu is kind of scary. It's like a lot of the times I've seen from these early Bedman stuff, there's not any one big sequence that's scary, but by the time the round's like getting towards the end, you're just like, wait, where'd all my opponent's health go? What happened? You know, and it's not like someone's living in the corner for, 8 years or anything like that, or there's, it's not like they're getting zoned out. It's just all of a sudden the match just sort of goes back and forth, but then the health is gone. That's already, oh my god, that's so much risk just built off this round start. Ooh. Kara item toss? It worked out though. That hammer might not have reached without it. Ooh, catching the super jump to get over the bomb. I kind of like that. All right. Ooh, we got the install super. I want to see something cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely rooting for my boy Faust, but I want to see something cool with the install. Oh. Oh, that doesn't last very long. Wow. I remember even in training when I didn't think it last long, but I'm like, oh, I'm sure in a real match it feels longer. Nah, that So what Skull's doing a really good job of here is really calling out some of these moments where like Crispy Cthulhu's leaving a gap to kind of go into a setup, but Skull's like just throwing out a good, like just a really good button. Oh my god, I can't believe that worked. Unlike Stream Meta, which doesn't work. Alright, we got a wall break. Let's get that positive bonus. I think that's going to be the first step here for, you know, Batman taking this round back. Uh-oh. No. Come on now. We're okay. Alright, that was just spectator lag. That wasn't that didn't look like in-game lag. Okay. Alright, duel 3. Oh, I think that was either time. I think that was time just to pinch early. Still invincible getting up, but timed like 1 frame later. That was going to be a real scary setup into more pressure. Now a lot of times, most Fausts that you play online will do the 6H, the overhead there into lunge on hit, just because if you don't mash out of it, it does confirm. You'll see a lot of these really higher level Fausts not going for that because you can mash out of that due to the weird little stagger state. Ooh, no home run, but that's okay. Mini Faust is such a good item here. It's going to block a projectile, and it's just going to cover the space that Batman wants to be at. Ooh, and spacing out, yeah. Skull's really just doing a good job of just putting on lots of pressure and not letting some of these setups or these little mini gap, like these sequences with tiny gaps, just not letting it fly. And it's tough, right? When you have a new character to discover those more gapless strings or those harder to interrupt strings, it takes time and effort, right? So usually the strategy whenever you're going up against someone who you can definitely tell Crispy Cthulhu is pretty good. They keep up in neutral, you know, a good like 45% of the time, and you know when they get the hits to do. Oh, the pot switch. Ooh, okay. So on paper, this matchup's not great for Potemkin, but if the Potemkin is on their game and playing well against it, you can. This is definitely a matchup where Faust can get smoked if they're not careful. Oh, I like the attempt. Crispy Cthulhu's playing with a little Faust brain there. Yeah. And a big reason this matchup's kind of, I would say, tricky. It's one of those matchups where it's like it's in Faust's favor, but you got to be real careful about a few things, and the armor is a big one. Faust has good moves to break it, but they're lightly committal, I would say. All right. Yeah. The trick here is knowing when you can throw items. Yeah, like there. That's a good way to call out armor. You can just mix, and you can beat Slidehead and the Hammerfall. Although Hammerfall is weird, right? Sometimes it wins, sometimes it loses. Ooh, got a little greedy, tossed an item that close. Especially on block. Ooh. Garuda Impact. It's time. Nice. Alright, now Skull doesn't have to do anything fancy here. They just have to play it cool, and let Mini Faust take care of the rest. Oh, Gigantor. Takes the classic route over. Oh, that reached. Uh-oh. Oh, just going for a nice P confirm, but Crispy Cthulhu blocking in time, and yeah. Good old Mega Fist. Minus on block. And a lot of times punishable if you're not careful. But you could see there's definitely signs of life there. One of those Potemkin busters hit, it would have been over. And the one was like the right call. It was just timed the tiniest bit early. It's unfortunate. Uh-oh. free banana Oki into Gigantor stuff. Oh, but actually the banana heavily scaled the combo. I don't think it was on purpose, but it ends up working out for Skullduggery's favor, because normally that would do a ton of damage. But since it starts with banana, it lowers the damage so much. Ooh, super PRC to 6P, but yeah. Mega Fist is a wacky thing to anti-air. It hits so far down. And also has a lot of invulnerability, so... Nice. Keeping it chill. Hammer, normally such a good tool to keep opponents from, like, moving forward. But Potemkin can armor through it. So if the timing's not there, yeah, there's not... It can not be the usually guaranteed... Oh! Okay. Now this is a matchup I kind of like to actually leave the Afro unlit sometimes, just because it makes Potemkin's weakness of being tall just that extra annoying. Ooh, we got to confirm. This man's Fausting. Oh. Nice, yeah. So, Zimpery, or no, Juxtaposer. Juxtaposer has been putting out a little series on Twitter, if you haven't caught it yet. And the super to go through the super takes it for Skullduggery. Wow. I thought Crispy had that for sure. I'm not going to lie. But no, good stuff to Skullduggery and Crispy. Definitely showing off a couple cool things with Bedman and some, and, you know, they pulled out the Potemkin. But still, good stuff. Yeah, so what I was saying was Juxtaposer, who's also a pretty darn good Faust out there, has a fun little mini-series on Twitter where they say, should this have killed? The should it have killed, and they take a combo, usually from a tournament or something, and they line it up with something they lab out in training mode. So what happens is, a lot of the times, they end up finding out that they have a combo that kills, and most of what I'm realizing, the common theme is that if your Faust combo ends with 6H sticking to the wall into lunge breaking it, or lunge sticking to the wall, usually that tends to be the optimal route. And it also builds less burst usually, so if you're a Faust player looking for some cool combos, yeah, definitely check out Juxtaposer. And also check out Skullduggery's Twitter. I'll report this for these guys. They did me the kindness of playing on stream. We can finish this up here. Let's take a look. See what we got going on. See how our favorite TO Riot's doing. Alright, so Albert Doug taking it 3-2 over Suicune. Yeah, both of these pretty strong players, I'd say, right around the same strength. Ooh, KiraHana and Water, 3-2 in Kira's favor, but these are both like very scary players who play kind of I would say like medium common characters. So, and Water has a whole suite of characters at their disposal. They've got a chip, they've got all kinds of stuff. Wow, and the round's finished up pretty quick. Just to go over a couple other quick results. Riot's on a streak. Hybrid are one of our favorite chip players. Domasaur is doing pretty good too. Fluffsicle's been tearing stuff up. Munchin Man, who we saw last week. And yeah, let's see who we got up this round. We'll pick a fun match for you guys. Maybe you get one more. Let me take a look at the standings before I pick. I want to get something, you know, maybe people who don't get a chance to be on stream a bunch. Maybe some people we can all offer some helpful, friendly advice to. Let's take a look. Oh, Drax is in here. Okay, we got Drax. We got Squirmy. You know what? Squirmy's been cool. Who's Squirmy playing? Oh, it's Squirmy. Wow, who would have guessed? Yeah. Squirmy and Drax, you guys are gonna be up. Actually, you know what? No, we've had too many Bikins. I'm sorry, we can't do it. Drax plays Bikin. We've had too many Bikins. Hold on, let's get Quentin and Stale Jello. How about that? Let's do Quentin and Stale Jello. I hope I didn't get your hopes up, Squirmy, if you're listening. But yeah, we've had so many Bikins on stream today, and I have a feeling we might see more. So. All right. I think we've seen Quentin before, but it might have been a bit. It'd be kind of fun to see, give them a chance to show off. Like, all right, I've been practicing, doing my stuff. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try to sneak a bite of my food here, but with my luck, let's take a look at some standings. All right, so Skullduggery and Domasaur holding up the top of the thing, 9-0 in game count. They have not lost a game. Someone take a game off these people. We got KiraHana and Riot holding. Ooh, Riot, you don't say. Holding down the next spot here. 9-2 records, not too shabby. Albert, Doug, Fluffsicle, and Albert, our other 3-0er. And then the rest of them are 2-1ers. We got Fluffsicle, Suicune, Water, Hybrid, Nightshade, Fennec Fox, and Crispy Cthulhu, who we just saw. Alright, looks like we are blessed with another Bedman. Praise be. Oh, first time, Quentin? Okay, cool. Well, hey, welcome. Glad to see you. Our other person just joined the room, but fun quirk of the Guilty Gear servers, sometimes it takes a second for them to magically appear. So we'll see if we can get them to abracadabra. Yes, throw the ball. Now, do you guys know about the corner ball tech? If you stand in the corner of the room, you can throw the ball crouched and pick the ball up while it's still in midair, and you can get a rhythm going. You can get like bap, 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 bap. Oh wait, this was Stale Jello. That's right. I remember now. Stale Jello, I know we've seen the name before because it cracked me and Nexic up when we saw it. Alright, and my name tag's blocking the characters, but we'll see who they're playing in just a moment. Bracket's running pretty smooth tonight, guys. Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Just always remember, check into your rounds. I don't want to see DQs. And if you forget to fix them before the next round's, seeded, well, nothing we can do about that, right? All right.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
I was looking at stream meta to getting an update. We got the Bedman and Delilah. Can I say I love how this character looks? I think this was such a cool way to. Ooh, Geo. We don't get a lot of Geos around here. Oh, I thought it was stuck for a moment. Oh.
Would you mind leaving me alone?
Yeah, I agree. If someone just walks up to me and says, "I'm gonna neutralize you," and then I'd be like, "Yo, you wanna chill out?" How's the round start go here? Ooh, pretty nice. Ooh, okay, Quentin's going in. I think I might have played Quentin once on ladder. That might be what it is. Oh, throwing them out of the corner? Oh, for the cross up. Okay, okay. Oh, going for the super. Okay, okay. Clean round from Quentin. Stale Jello, probably, sometimes you get geo'd. It's okay. Alright. Going for the quick round start, but Quentin calling that out. Oh, no. Nice backdash. Okay. Alright, let's get it started. Oh, yeah. So, for those who don't know, although the character's pretty fresh, so. For those who don't know, Bedman's whole thing is that when you do special moves, a malfunction begins. And so you'll start to build up over time. And I think it takes about 3 seconds, I want to say. And eventually it comes out. Okay, there we go. So it's like here, you hear it going, beep, 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 and then, for instance, you do the Beyblade, you get like a big explosion that shoots out in front of you. Ooh, nice gold burst. Oh, but the super to counter whatever Stale Jello was going for. Okay, so Stale Jello getting their sea legs. Quentin taking game 1, but oh, let me switch the names. They are backwards. Okay. So, but yeah, if you do the little projectile, when you shoot out the finger triangle from Bedman, you get a little electric bolt that comes out after. And if you do the fist slam, you can pop off the head. And if you block that head explosion, it's pretty plus. So, you know, hang in there with that.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
But the thing is, though, if you touch or hit Bedman while it's charging up, that will cancel it. However, there is a thing you can do. You can use quarter circle back, like Jello just went for there, to kind of immediately trigger it. And so, yeah, so some of the more powerful moves, like the error after you use Beyblade, or the error after you use the Fist Slam, can be pretty good. Quentin's definitely smothering here. Whew, cooking. Yeah, good choice there. I think a lot of brand new Bedman players, they do a common string and then they do it into the Beyblade, but the Beyblade is super unsafe on block. So the gunshots, it's not plus, but I would say it's relatively safe as long as you're not like right inside them. You know, you can usually block after. But yeah, like there, they just did the immediate error call and it shot out that explosion. That's not a normal special move you can pull out whenever. So, some of the tricky stuff with Bedman that I think as the character evolves, there's one special move that people don't use right now where you can reset the countdown. So if you've got a big block string going and you think the big explosion is going to come out next, you could use the 1 to reset the explosion. Ooh, I think if Jello RC there, that would have definitely killed, but that's okay. They took the round anyways. Not a big deal. And I would say if you haven't... Oh, nice, yeah. So, Bedman's fastest move, so Bedman's, I would say, kind of one of their weaknesses right now is the fact that their moves have a decent little bit of startup, but their 2P and their 6P are both pretty good, so. Ooh, getting the meaty going. All right, Jello's cooking now. Oh, the double overhead. Nice stuff. All right, 1-1. You know, after that first round, I'll admit, I was kind of believing for a second. I was like, oh, God, we haven't had any 3-0s on stream yet, thankfully. But this could be it. But Stale Jello said, no. This is going to be more even than it looks. But still. I believe in Quentin. I believe. The Michigan homie.
Mankind knew that they could.
So I think a lot of that there was just, it was a little bit of like, Stale Jello's figuring out their way in neutral, and it was a little bit of like Quentin was backing off in a couple moments. I thought it was a little awkward too. It's gonna be hard to use those early shoot-offs from and like there, you can use it to extend your combo into like a more plus move. Oh, now we're seeing some of this pressure, and look at the health bar. And Quentin hasn't been touched in a while, but ooh, nice throw. But yeah, the throw went into the error. Don't get me wrong, it's super scaled, and I don't think the full hits of the throw went off. But that's just some of the crazy stuff you can do with this character. We're gonna see something in like, I swear, like a month. We're gonna be like, I can't believe Bedman has the swoop-de-whoop setup. It's gonna be so dumb, and we're all gonna be complaining about it. Also, especially once Arxis, the servers have been behaving lately, knock on wood, all that stuff. But, when the servers are back to their former state, I think that'll be... Ooh, no RC off some of these hits. Any RC confirm on these would guarantee the kill, but I think Quentin grabbing a little momentum. And sometimes you just got to do the mental damage, right? Ooh, yeah. Look at all these throws. It's time to play throw the game. Second best grappler in the game behind Kai. Ooh, cross up in the corner. That's mean. Yeah. And now Quentin's like, all right, I got to smother. If I let this bed get started, I can't let this bed wake up. I got to keep it sleeping. Ooh, grabbed right before that started to go off. Reversal. I think that'll catch. Yeah. It's a, I've definitely seen the things where like people say it's a slow reversal super. Yeah, for some of like the weird, wacky. Oh no, they fell into it. Reducing server load never hurts server performance. But Quentin going up 2-1. Okay, so there's a little back and forth going here. Can stale Jello, but the problem is with this, right? You will find these people that you play against, and you get into a back and forth adjustment where you're kind of trading wins back and forth. The thing is, though, who takes the first win? And so Jello's faced with a problem. I fully believe Jello can win this next game, but the problem is they not only have to take this next game, they have to take the game that Quentin gets to adjust to Jello. So they'll have to like kind of adjust ahead of Quentin in that case. It's kind of a decent song. I like that. Nice air to air. Yeah. Jello's starting to recognize, oh wait, after the diagonal dog kick, it's my turn. Or DDK as I'm going to call it. Yeah, and look at that. That's kind of the Bedman special. It's like you're just by playing the match, all of a sudden you're just like, wait, I didn't take any big combo, but why's my health bar gone? Oh, and they got the follow up after that. Really nice. Yeah, you can get a Beyblade in the corner there. Ooh, nice aerial. Okay, plus the backdash to get out of that 6P, but now you're stuck in the corner. So now I think the one thing I'd like to see, Quentin's been doing really good with these like jump into the corner mix-ups, but I would like to see him just keep the corner, you know? But hey, that's not Quentin's style. F it, we ball. Oh no, just a pinch out of range for that grab. That definitely would have hit too. Yeah. Yeah. So, important thing to distinct here, right? A lot of people, when they first hear their move safe, they think, oh, I'm going to throw this out, and then I'm going to just start throwing out moves after it, right? Not that that's what Quentin's doing, but for example, the classic move that I like to use in Guilty Gear to say something safe is the diagonal dog kick. If Quentin starts holding back right after that, they'll be able to block for sure. Ooh, a nice anti-air with the kick. But the difference between a move being safe and plus is, or, you know, advantageous, is that advantageous move, if both characters pull out their fastest moves, generally speaking, usually the character who put out that advantageous move will be theirs will come out first and win out. Don't get me wrong, you can find an exception to just about anything in fighting games, especially this game, but does that hit up there? It does. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. It's GER time. Yep. Force the RC. Goes for the charge dust. Yeah. Kind of forced to take a big risk there to try and force something. That's okay. Ooh, nice tick grab. Okay, this is not over. They went for it twice. Ooh. You know, maybe we should change Jello's name to Fresh Jello, because that was they're up. They're awake. They're catching these charge overheads. Take a quick bite real quick before we get into this last match.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I super agree, Fennec. Sorry about that, bit off more than I could chew. One really good thing, too, that Bedman has, and this, with just a little bit of practice, you can set this up. If you get a good hard knockdown with Bedman, you can set up an ambiguous 50-50, where you jump up, you do one of these, you get one of these wacky, like, he uses wacky air dash, the setup thing, and then you do his dust, where he slams down. And you can get a 50-50. But Quentin taking it 3-2 over Stale Jello. I really like that they kind of They kind of kept it a little more simple then, and they just like, all right, I'm gonna go with Old Faithful here. And the GER game plan works, and that's just what we were talking about, right? These players are the kind to adjust to each other, like game by game, and take the next one. So if you don't take that first game, it's gonna be tough. Yeah. And yeah, that's the cool thing, especially with this character being so new. Ooh, moderator requested. All right, something's going on with Kenbobi and Godar. Still, really good stuff for Quentin and Jello. Let's figure this out on our end. I'm coming, guys. Hang on. Oh yeah, Kodar. Oh yeah, it super matters. So, it's 3-2. We can just do this. Okay, it doesn't want to. No. Edit results. Add a game. Kodar. Add a game. Kodar. Submit result. Sweet. All right, fixed. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at some of these other matches. We're gonna look at some of these standings here. Oh yeah. And this was taken care of. So standings, we got KiraHana staying in first, 4-0. Nice. We got Albert Doug following up, also 4-0, but 12-6. We got Skullduggers in third. Ooh, they lost a set. We'll have to see who that was. Suicune. We got Water One. Riot 3-1. Okay, Riot. Okay, let's go. And a pretty good game count too. Got a couple other 3-1ers here, 10-7s. Nice. We got Nightshade, Fennec Fox, Crispy Cthulhu, Domasaur, Munchin Man, and Coma. So, and these will also look weird before any round is finished too. So if something doesn't make sense, oh no, we still got one more round, Squirmy. Don't you worry. You have a chance, I will say. I don't know if it's like, it's kind of one of those, a bunch of things have to line up, but same thing for you, Yandere. Yeah, but I will say it's gonna be rough, but that's the nice part about Swiss, right? Think about it. You technically you get this extra game right now because anybody who's 2-2 would be out of the tournament right now. But, or I should say 2-2 and lower. But since it's Swiss, you get to play one more game and still try to qualify. Let's see how the round's going. Who we got left? We got Sheep. We got Sheep TP versus Elder. We're waiting on them. We can see who took it over Skullduggery. Yeah, KiraHana did. Now, this is one of those matchups I think go back and forth between the players where it's like, I don't like this matchup. It's like, Faust players is like, dirty, scummy Testament players are the worst. And then Testament players are like, those Faust players teleport PRC past all of my shenanigans. And it's, oh yeah. Kira's scary for sure. Kira, their debut thing, it's just, oh, they had some lobby issues. That's okay. Stuff happens. Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what though? For not having major lobby issues up until round 4, not too bad. And Lucasio, you usually shouldn't get double jeopardied. Usually shouldn't, but we'll see. At least not in Swiss. Going into what's it called? Address now. Okay. We can get that out of the way. Someone is sus. Scythe the mark. Ooh. There's an imposter in this bracket. But who? Yeah, and sorry about the DQs. Oh yeah, if you haven't fought in this one, then gimmick Gia. yeah, so give this a nice little refresh, see if the standings normalize a bit more, so now that we only have one match left. Alright, let's see. While we're waiting for them, what we'll do is okay. So yeah, no, this was about the same. I think Coma moved up, if I'm not mistaken. It's hard to tell, but so yeah. It looks like we should have, so that'll be 5041. I think there's a good I think there is a chance a 3-2er makes it. It's definitely one of those things where like a few things has to happen just right, but I think it could happen for sure. So next match we'll probably have Kenbobi or Hybrid on stream. So because usually for match 5 we like to kind of stream in right around this area, because this is the danger zone, right? If one of these guys wins, like right about here, if one of these guys wins, they're pretty much guaranteed. But if one of these guys loses, they are definitely out. So it's definitely possible, right? Let's see. Rex is doing 2-2. Rex, friend of the stream, homie, pretty prospective, future super great Kai player. Hybrid also homie, has top 5 before. They've got the funnest chip. Yeah. Anything from here to here is definitely danger zone. Usually the higher you get, it's a little harder because like these 10 and 7s will have pretty good tiebreakers, right? But you never know. Because like I said, these will, even if they lose, they'll still have those 10 wins. But like someone down here loses, it's gonna be harder. Yeah. But that's kind of the fun of this format too. There's a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of definitely a little bit of bracket luck sometimes. But because sometimes the weird thing about this is, after the first round is seeded, but after that it's basically unseeded. It's just the game the tournament kind of seeds itself after a while. But yeah. All right, what we'll do is I'm gonna run a quick ad. That way I can take a few more bites of my dinner, and then we'll so get up, stretch, grab a water, hang out, and we'll see what's happening. So we'll be right back. And if you're still here, I'll put the be right back screen on. Why not? 1 second, guys. Just finishing chewing, and we'll get into round 5. Alright, hey everybody. Alright. Match is finished up. We're gonna have... So I picked out our stream match. And I think it's gonna be a good one. We've got General Kenbobi versus Hybrid Civic. So, winner of this match is probably gonna get into... We'll have a good chance of making it into top 12. Or I should say... If Kenbobi wins, it's guaranteed. If Hybrid wins, chances are high. So Hybrid is 2-2, but they have an extremely good record for being 2-2, so. That's what we were talking about. Sometimes that nebulous zone, right? 12-7 is not a bad record to sneeze at, so. When you think about it, the people in first and second right now are 12-4. And 12-6, so the people with 9 games absolutely have a chance. Ooh, we got Testament. Okay. Testament versus... This is going to be Chip, for sure. So Testament versus Chip. This is definitely a matchup that Chip likes. Now, you would think... Oh, but Testament has the really good anti-air. They have the 6P of the gods. And it's like, that's true. But Chip is so fast, sometimes it's hard to get that 6P out in time. So. And Chip's pretty good at smothering. I wouldn't say being smothered is Testament's like super weakness, right? Testament has some decent moves. 2K's pretty fast, and if your pressure's not super tight, it's not a bad move to like kind of interrupt with. And also, they've got a reversal super. They have, and a lot of their moves, and they have like a 5K that hits at a kind of a nice angle. It can catch some jump-ins. And if they can, you know, IBFD or just FD chip out at certain points, I feel like some of their faster normals might be able to kind of like outreach some of Chip's stubbier stuff. Plus, but the thing is though, Testaments kind of live off of like, all right, we zone for a bit, but then we go in. Problem is, zoning against Chip is pretty laughable, just because Chip's obnoxious. Oh, this is Swiss round 5. Alright, so this is the last round. There's a lot on the line here. I like to say the tournaments, the first 4 rounds of Swiss are very low stakes. Round 5, it's all the stakes. Oh, and we're letting the intros rock too. I love that intro. Okay, Chip. Calm down.
You have until my tea is ready. Testament versus Chip.
But if Testament can get a pretty good combo going, they can definitely hit Chip hard. Yeah. Now, things we've seen from Hybrid before. Hybrid's pretty good at like adjusting their jumps and mixing up their fall timings. So it can be really hard to anti-air Hybrid, especially if you're not like one of the best. Ooh, but you know, Kenbobi's just doing a good job of keeping it calm. I think the best thing you can do against Chip is to keep your cool, right? It's really easy to get overwhelmed and just let your eyes lose track. Just stay focused, stay calm. Know when your attack points are. Ooh, hybrid misses that. I haven't seen hybrid miss one of those in a long time. Oh, that's unfortunate. Uh-oh. Does this reach? It does. Oh my gosh. It does. Look at all the damage. And you get a hard knockdown. Oh, Arbiter sign. Arbiter minigame. Oh. So, fun thing I learned too, as by the way. A while ago, you might remember I was commentating Daigubis versus KiraHana, a Potemkin versus Testament matchup, and the whole time I was like, this has got to be rough for Potemkin. Potemkin must lose this matchup. I've conferred with a boy and a little bit of Daigubis, and I think someone else chimed in as well. But yeah, Potemkin definitely wins the Testament matchup for some very odd reasons. It's some more advanced reasons. The armor is a little pesky, but the big thing is definitely the fact that Potemkin has some very good options, defensive option selects against a lot of what Testament does, especially the Arbiter Signs. Where Arbiter Signs normally is pesky to deal with, Potemkin can Mega Fist all the Arbiter Signs. Ooh, Kimbobi's just controlling very well right now, and Hybrid's having a hard time getting started. Let's see if Hybrid can slow this down and get it going a little. Nice. We also haven't seen Hybrid go for any tick throws or anything quite yet, so. Oh yeah, the triple head. Okay, yeah. It's okay, get the burst out of the way. If Hybrid can close this out fast, that'd be really nice. Be really hard for Kimbobi to get their burst back, but they didn't build the no. I think Hybrid thought they were gonna have their burst ready for that. All right, this is 2-0. This is looking kind of scary. Although Hybrid's crazy enough to make it work. But no, in all seriousness, I think Chip's the kind of character who can definitely come back 3-0 because all you need is what, 6 chip rounds in a row. Right, and it sounds like, you know, unreasonable, but or actually, no, you only need 6 out of your 9 rounds for the next, 3 games to be chip rounds. Just, get a knockdown, sushiyaki, keep it going. Cross up, oopsies, got you. Yeah, I think if Hybrid reels it back 1%, there you go, nice. Like Hybrid's now choosing their times, their options, the harder reactables. Oh, really good escape by Kimbobi. I don't know what that was. That had to have been a misinput. Yes, I like these kick grabs. Ooh, choosing not to use clone there. A little surprising. Ooh, that was a little sneaky. It looked like that crossed up for a half second. Nice. Oh, all right. This time Kimbobi was ready for it. So yeah. Ooh, okay, good. Nice. Thanks, Mrs. Take Biddies. Yeah, these are both pretty darn good players. You wouldn't, yeah. I'd say the games have been looking Kimbobi favored, but Hybrid's definitely been showing signs of life. It's okay. If Hybrid loses this, they just have to lose it really fast. Ooh, good grab. Yeah, so for those struggling with Chip, if Chip doesn't... Ooh, Hybrid went for another wacky gold burst. I don't agree with that. If Chip does a lot of his jump-in aerials too high, you can just grab him. Jay Miranda. I like it. All right. Like, that was nice and low enough, so you couldn't really grab that one. Oh, but Kimbobi's been watching some Kira backdashes. They're like, all right, hold on. I also, too, have the backdashes. Ooh, this is not looking good. Oh, boy. You got Stank Stay. You got the deep. No. Hybrid. No. Oh, darn. Good stuff to Kimbobi, though. Taking it 3-0 over Hybrid. That is pretty much going to secure Kimbobi's spot in the top 12. And Riot already finished their match with Water? That quick? Oh my goodness. What happened? Riot's on a tear tonight. Whew. Well, let's take a look at some standings. If Kimbobi or Hybrid, if you can hear me, you can feel free to stick around if you want. We might need to burn some time with a quick beat the TO match. We'll take a quick look at some of the matches going on we got lined up for you. KiraHana versus Albert Doug are 4-0s. Some of the 3-1s fighting it out. Looks like Riot takes it over Water. That's crazy. Suicune and Skullduggery going at it right now. I bet this is a real good match. Munchin Man versus Crispy. Domasaur is out here with a vengeance. Domasaur's like, no, I'm here. Who we got? Fluffsicle versus Squirmy. Fluffsicle's been killing it too, so good luck to Squirmy. Awful Waffles taking over Lucasio. Drax taking over Fei Jen. Sheep Tip, King Shadow. And we got our DQers matched up with each other. Nice. So yeah, super good stuff to all the players so far. That was a pretty quick match. Tell you what, chat. Let's see. If anyone in here is already done with their match. Oh, and I didn't see Water Turtle type earlier. What's up, Water Turtle? If you're still in here, how's it going? If anyone in here wants to grab a quick game in, you are more than welcome. Just shout it out. All right, for those who are already finished, watching the stream, how's your tournament been? What's your record like? Did you have a good time? Aw, thanks, Fei Jen. Yeah, good stuff to you too. What'd you finish, Fei Jen? I think you were nice. You took us nice. You got a dub. Let's go. It's always good to get a dub. Glad to see it. Oh, looks like Malachite DQ'd. But yeah, it looks like everybody. Looks like most people are going home with at least one set win today. Yeah, glad you're having a good time, Arkai. Yeah, I know you've been on the cusp too. I think you might make it in today. We'll see. It's looking a little weird today. There could be some 3-2s in. Yeah, let's go, sheep. Let's go. That's the nice part. I can't tell you how many people have joined the tournament. They're like, I'm new, I'm nervous. Oh my gosh. And then by the end of the tournament, all of a sudden I look in Discord and there's a message and it's like, oh my gosh, this was great. I love this tourney. I won my first tournament set. And I'm like, I love seeing that. I won my first tournament set in your tournament and I feel like I can get better and do it. I'm just like, oh, I love you guys. So, let's see who else we got rolling in here. We got some more results rolling in. We got Fat taking it over Quentin. Fat's a off the top of my head Bridget player, so that's pretty cool. Shout out to the Bridgets. We got Crispy Cthulhu taking over Munchin. Hey, that was I wonder if they did it with the bedman or the pot. Oh, I didn't see the PCD. Sorry, Crispy. I'll get your sponsor on next time. I completely missed that. Let's see who else we got here. Rex taking it over 3-1 over PK. And PK was no slouch we saw earlier. So, yeah. Drax taking over Fei Jen. Let's see. Envy taking over Kodar. Ooh, good stuff, Envy. I know Envy was pushing hard for this tournament, so good stuff to them. Awful Waffles. Classic rhyme. Taking it 3-2. We got King Shadow taking over Paro. Yeah, Paro is also super sick because I think it was 4 tournaments this time. 4 turns ago, roughly, that Paro enters. What's it called? Paro enters, and they're like, hey, I'm nervous to be on stream. Like, hey, it's cool. And they're like, yeah, I've been playing this game for 20 hours. And I'm like, Like, they bought the game the day, it was either 1 day or 2 days, and I went, that is sick. You buy the game for a day or two and you join the tournament, hell yeah. And you know what? They actually had some pretty good grounded footsies going on. They just didn't have anything to end their combos with. Oh, it's okay, Hybrid. No worries. You know, we all have off days. It's all good. But it looks like you were starting to clean it up a bit towards the end. Game two looked pretty spicy at a couple points. But yeah, once I saw you drop that wall run combo, I was like, this is not the Hybrid I'm used to. For those who don't know, Flimsy Coyote is Hybrid. But you know, shout outs to Hybrid. You know, Hybrid plays for the fun and love of mixing up people and doing cool shit. That's the spirit, right? It's the true spirit of Guilty Gear. Yeah, Kinbobi's good. Kinbobi's definitely good. They were playing super patient. They're like, all right, I'm gonna make the right. They're just like, I'm gonna try to make really careful calls. Ooh, Nightshade's a god, Fennec Fox says. Okay, I believe it. Ooh, 3-2. Whew. That's a close match. Fennec, who does Nightshade play? I can't remember if either haven't seen them or punished invite hell with mob summit. Oh no. Oh my god, Fennec, no. That's I'm playing it out in my head, and yeah, that works. That's crazy that works. That's nuts. I'm gonna go here and we're just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Cool. All right. Let's see here. Who we got left? We got Kimbobi. Oh wait, what? How do we? Let's say, how's this the last match? All right, 3-0. Is it being weird? Oh, it's doing the weird thing. Yeah, every once in a while, start GG does the weird thing. We had a game, submit the result, and sometimes you got to do the double submit. Beautiful. All right, I think that wraps it up. Let's take a look at our standings. So our final top 12, we got KiraHana, our top seed. Skullduggers, number 2. Riot, 3rd seed. Riot, let's go. Yeah, Riot was thinking about joining me for commentary for the second half, but it doesn't look like Riot's going to get the chance. Too busy playing. Albert Doug, number 4. These are our top 4. On the loser side, we'll have Nightshade, the God Soul, Domasaur, another God Soul, Crispy Cthulhu, Kenbobi, Suicune, Fennec Fox, Water One, and Fluffsicle. You know, shoutouts to Rex and Arkai, living on the edge, so close. But yeah, actually we had a lot of 3-2s make it in this time. So yeah, oh, look at this too. What was the tiebreaker? So for those who don't know, right? If you look at the score rate, 11-8, 11-8, same win percentage, you're like, well, how do they decide? So, next up is head-to-head. If one of these players beat the other one, one of these hit the other one, then they win, right? You'd think you would place above the person that you beat. The other one is the opponent win game percent. Who had the wins on tougher opponents? So it looks like Fluffsicle had the slightly stronger opponents this time, so they had the slightly harder bracket. Ah, Rex, I know. I'm sorry. That's the way it goes, though, right? You hate to see it. All right, we're gonna finalize this. Bracket. I'm gonna pull this over here to do a little. Magic. And let's see. Oh no, I want this over here. So Fennec. Okay. Oh, Fennec, nice job. Top 12. Let's go. So we're gonna finalize the placements, and I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Finalize. Bada bing, bada boom. And let's look at our top bracket. So, the way this works, for those who haven't seen this before, yeah, sure. I'm going to double check, make sure there's nothing weird going on here. Cool. All right. So the way this works is that Oh, fine. So these four are gonna play right now. This is all gonna be off stream. We're gonna have Fennec versus Kenbobi, Water One versus Nightshade, Fluffsicle versus Cthulhu, and Suicune versus Domasaur. Oh my gosh, this could be a top 4 match. That's crazy. But these four matches are gonna play off stream. And on stream, we're gonna have KiraHana and Albert Doug, and we're gonna have Skullduggers and Riot. So, and then from here on, I'm gonna pick out one of these for the. We're gonna skip 2 of these top matches here. Keep things moving. Some of us are East Coast and it gets late. What's up, Shadow? Shadow saying hi to everybody. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and post that in the Discord, and then we're gonna get some people in here. First winner's side match to get in here gets to be on stream first. So let's see. Here. Sweet. All right. I let everyone know. Oh, whoops. I let them know in the wrong chat. Ha-hee-hee-hwa. What's up, Satoshi? Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't see you join this week. we didn't do the classic dance of Satoshi joins, and then the kind of 50-50, do I get that message on Discord where it's like, hey, hey. But no, glad to see you here, Satoshi. Hope you're having a good, we have a pretty cool, we're going to have a nice top 12. I'm going to mark one of these as our stream match. Oh, wait, I have to start the bracket. That will help. We started. And we'll just say this starts. No. Okay. Okay, this should be good. All right, so we got Albert Doug first to the finish line, and then I will tag the rest of our illustrious top 3 at Skullduggers, at Riot, and at I'm blanking. I'm blanking. Who's our other top 4? We got KiraHana, of course. Kira. Oh, how could I forget KiraHana? Past winner too. Oh yeah. Focus on your studies for sure. I'll tell you what. There's honestly, school has helped me so much. Let me do the things I enjoy doing. I couldn't run this tournament series without the job I got from sticking with school and stuff. So cool stuff. And it looks like KiraHana and Doug are gonna be our first match. Time to go to Stream Meta and get this rolling. We're gonna leave this top 8. We're gonna put KiraHana. We're gonna get Albert. Yes, I remember Albert. Okay, I was pretty sure Albert was the Anji, but I was like, let me just triple check. I want to see Anji come up on my screen. So this is kind of the classic. Anji can spin through funny projectiles, but Testament has the slightly better, I would say, neutral buttons. So it's kind of Albert's going nuts. Oh boy, this is gonna be wild. Oh, nice back throw. That's gonna be. Oh, we got thrower loops. Good backdash from Kira. Yeah. So the kind of mini game you play there is like, what's my opponent gonna do to beat my throws? Because you do 2 in a row, you can reasonably expect your opponent to do a countermeasure. So in that case, Albert tried to cover something that covered jump or mash, but the thing is, Kira went with backdash, which kind of beat out that option as well. So, oh boy, this is the tricky part though. This is the part we didn't get to see in the Chip matchup. Chip's like, no, we don't do this full screen, throw the bird, all the fun stuff. No. Uh-oh, spin to win, baby. Okay. I was actually trying out Anji the other day, and I was trying to do that combo, and I could not remember the follow-up. But it's ducked after the Ko, I believe it's called, the anti-air. This. Ooh. Oh boy, this is gonna be death. Oh no. Maybe super doesn't hit there. I couldn't tell you for absolute certain, but. Ooh, Skullduggers is a Kira fan? I'm a fan. Alright. So far looking pretty even. Albert's kind of a nut. Let's see, alright. Oh my god, that combo seems so simple, but it did so much. Tried to backdash to catch a throw break there, because the common option out here, Anji does that little hop, is to do throw. So the next level of the Anji players, a lot of times will backdash after that, because it catches most of the options to beat that throw, and then they try to punish it with a whiff punish. But Kira taking round 1. So one of the differences you'll see between really good Testaments is that Testament's backdash is not too bad. I'm honored. I got a follow from Skullduggers, one of my Faust heroes. Thank you for the follow, Skull. Hope the rest of the tourney goes good for you. Bad news about your next matchup, though. It's an Axel, so that should be a real fun time for Faust. But as I was saying, Kira's the thing that stood out to me the first time I saw Kira was their defense is. Oh, someone didn't alt tab. Someone's controller died. Well, okay, there we go. And go. Sweet. Yeah. So. Anyways, before the controller issues disconnected my brain too. I think a good Testament is defined by how good they can deal with under pressure and how well they can know their matchups, right? And that defines any good player, but I think it's a little especially important for Testament because eventually people will break through your wall of projectiles and they'll find a way out of your pressure and they'll put you under the knife. If you can find really that was really well timed. Ooh. But yeah, that's that matchup knowledge. I think Testament's just one of those characters that gets exponentially better with good matchup knowledge. Well, let's see what Albert's got to say about this. Albert's a nut. I believe in it. Following in the steps of previous winner Macmans. And Kira wants the illustrious honor of being part of the 2-time winner club. Wait, does this stay out? Okay, no. It does. So that was... I've never seen that super bursted like that, so I was wondering. Okay, it stays out. I like the Naked Fujin. Naked Fujin's kind of a good option because once you get your opponent in the habit of like getting ready for your next option, sometimes just doing Fujin, you kind of get a little free string. You can steal a turn. And it's also less risky than just... The low is, if you don't have meter, is definitely negative, and for most characters it'll be their turn right after, especially at a good amount of spaces. Oh! Goes for the run-up throw. Alright, good stuff to Albert. Span to Wan. That's 1-1. Yeah, Albert that time kept the pressure pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and that's really good to kind of crack, it's hard to deal with. They finally, what was it, the last patch, they finally said, alright, Anji players, we got you. Anji was always like runnable, right? But they said, all right, we're gonna make him feel pretty good to play. I remember that overhead change. A lot of people were sad about that, but it made Anji's mix-up game just so much more solid and less reactable. Ooh. What do we got for this? Oh, it just fell a little too much. Anji's also a pretty good tournament character because to take something from card games, right? Even if your deck's not the most high-powered, if it's relatively consistent in what it does and it's relatively resilient, then it has a better chance of going multiple rounds into a tournament. So Anji's kind of a decent tournament character because he has a decent output. You know, all of his stuff is pretty good. Like, he doesn't really have the best of too many features, but at the same time, he also has a good amount of health, right? So it's a little harder to kill him, and a lot of times those rounds where you just steal a game, you know, that can be it. So a lot of times, the reason we don't see tons of Milias or chips at tournaments besides like Bean and a couple other really goated players is just because they're a little more fragile and it can lead to a little less consistency in their game plan as well. Ooh, the run up 6Ps. Oh. Uh-oh. Not the Arbiter sign minigame. Alright. And good stuff from Albert holding down that round, because now, not only are they on this last round, they're at burst advantage. I mean, Kira will probably get a burst back in time. Oh, but Kira's like, alright, I'm done playing close with you. And as I say that, they decide to go against me. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is most likely death. And they go with something a little 1% fancy there. 1% fancy. All right, Kira going up 2-1. But these games are close. These games are so close. I could see either of these people really taking it. It's not pretty clear cut, or it's not like close, but you're like, well, it's probably no. This is looking, yeah. This is a good set. And Riot, speaking of Riot, we're about to have a real good set coming up next with Riot. I'm excited for this. Riot's playing hot tonight. Not to jinx it. Oh yeah. So, although they made the overhead a little better, it's still pretty unsafe. So you gotta be. That's kind of the weakness of Anji follow-ups. The best Anjis that I've seen, I think, get a lot of success with the P follow-up, where they throw the fans at the feet. That is plus on block, and don't get me wrong, there's absolutely counterplay to it, but I'm a big fan of kind of conditioning with that into the mix-ups. But you know, every Anji's gonna have their own style, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Albert's doing just fine this round, so. I'm just a voice on a mic. Alright, yeah, look at that. Albert being real patient, not mashing buttons on the approach. You know, it's real easy to just be like, I just want to spin and do the big Fujin. But no, just doing a nice neutral jump, waiting things out, blocking. And using the burst to keep the corner, but Kira escaped from the corner. And Kira using the burst to keep the corner. Really doesn't want to lose this round. Oh, nice block, but you gotta wait for the RC. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Albert's not a fan of the P follow-up. I haven't seen it. There might be a bit of matchup knowledge that I haven't seen quite yet. And this is going to game 5. Oh, here we go. A little bit of news on the loser side, by the way. Kimbobi takes it 3-0 over Fennec Fox. Good stuff to Kimbobi. So we have 2 Testaments in top 8. Congrats to the Testament, to the Testament family. We got Domasaur taking it over Suicune. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. You hate to see it because Suicune is absolutely top 8 material. We have 12 top 8 players in here. Any of these players can be top 8. All right, but speaking of top 8, we're getting into our final round here between these 2 players, unless they play again later. All right, Kira just getting some nice little some spare hits in. That Crow missed on the way, but the back of the hitbox caught. Arbiter sign. Nice part is, even if you don't see it go off, if you have Stink State on the wall and you detonate it, it'll disappear by the time you land. The only way you keep Stink State through the wall is you have to get hit with the double trouble super. Oh, it was just a pinch. Oh, this hurts. Don't tell me these things, Riot. I'm we got another one. Oh, okay. Because Crow applies it. Right. Thank you, Concentra. Thank you. Yeah. Oh no. Well, we'll see if the lobby works for you guys. But anyways. Oh, the Arbiter sign. Everyone's favorite minigame. Oh, that caught just the right. No, the burst getting caught. Anji's a healthy boy though. This is gonna be rough, but not impossible. Wait. Everyone hold. Oh, but the 2K. I was just talking about that at the beginning. Who remembers? I said, who remembers when we were talking about the Kenbobi match? I said, Testament 2K is not a bad interrupter sometimes. It's fast, it reaches low, it low profiles, and it reaches kind of far. Oh, wow. Super good stuff to Albert Doug. They're not out of the tournament just yet. They're going to go to losers. And I believe I'll see who they will be versing in just a moment. But yeah. Ooh. It's real spooky stuff from Kira. Aw, thanks, Fennec. Yeah, we're glad to have you. I swear, we're gonna see you in one of these top 8 streams one of these days. You've been getting better. I've been seeing your results go up and up and up. Right, I'm a little jazzed, and I'm a little double biased here, so it kind of balances out. We got Skullduggery, one of the craziest Fausts you see, and we have good old our very own Riot ATL. Alright, let me put Riot FGC. Let me match this up.
Knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts.
Oh, we got the time stop. I love the time stop. It could be next time, Lucasio. It could be. Yeah, and I mean, and you know what, Fennec? Oh yeah, don't worry, I'll switch the names. But yeah, Fennec, point out, I bet you any player in the world could probably need to improve on those things, so keep it up. I got you, right? Give me this. Alright, good stuff going on this match. Okay, so this match is a little bit tricky for Faust. It's not as hopeless as one would make it think right off the bat, but because like a lot of first-time Faust players will play against a pretty decent Axel and get absolute smoked. The thing is though, you just gotta be patient, worm your way in, and have something go just like this. Alright, yes. Getting Riot's name fixed up here. For some reason it didn't save the last time I saw them. Nice. Ooh, we go. So Faust is one of the few characters left in this game with an infinite. That's what Skullduggery was going for there. If you get that specific wall slump setup and you throw an item, if it's a hammer, it'll bonk them. Then you do the thrust, and that sticks them to the wall again, and then you get another item toss, and if it's a hammer, you can repeat this process indefinitely. If you're that guy, you go for the item toss, yeah. Closing out the round. Skullduggery going up 1-0. Riot showing some good stuff, though. Riot showing some real good stuff. Yeah, Skullduggery keeping it pretty straightforward there, but that's the thing. So the problem with the Axel matchup for Faust is that Axel has some of the best anti-airs for dealing with Faust, and Faust's air dash is pretty slow. it's a little shifty to do the traditional kind of like walk your way forward, then find an air dash in kind of way to get in. It's possible, but it's definitely, it's got an extra layer of difficulty. Because if like you're like Chip, right? You block one Rensen, you dash halfway across the screen, you block whatever, you know, whatever the Axel's gonna do next, or you air dash over it and you're in. Faust, you gotta creep that up. It takes a little extra time. Sometimes you can sneak an item that helps, yada yada. And respect to the players leaving in the time stuff. Alright. Ooh, there we go. Okay, command grab into the OTG. And Naked Rensen's pretty good because doing moves that force people to wait for the follow-up but then not following up can sometimes just buy you extra little moments of interaction. Nice. Get the wait wall break. One of the better wall breaks you can do with that specific item setup. Ooh. Chooses not the RC. Escaping the rainwater setups there. Nice Rensen from Riot. Ooh. Ooh. Skullduggery going for the hero burst into wackiness. Oh, that's so tricky. It's so hard to tell where they're gonna. Skull, what are you doing? Yeah. I respect it though. Live and die by the wackiness, right? Okay. Good trade though. I want to see Riot make this 1-1. It goes against my Faust blood to root for Axel, but I gotta. It's Riot. Yeah, I was about to say, just stay calm. Ooh, Mini Faust is a pretty good item here. Some of the common options that Axel likes to use, like the 2S. Ooh, the whiff punish, nice. And nice call out. Keeping an eye out for. It's sometimes for newer players it's hard to tell the difference between Rasen Genki and the command grab. So what you do is you watch what Axel does. The way he pulls the chains kind of back at the start of the animation will tell you what kind. If he's like kind of shooting them forward, he does that. But if he's kind of like leaning back a little, and it's hard to describe, but once you see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Watch for what he does at the start of the move, and that'll give you the answer. Ooh. And Skullduggery doing a real good job of just keeping this close, not letting Riot get too much distance. Ooh. Yeah, it's hard to keep track of the Mini Faust in that situation. And that's okay. Take these guaranteed blocks, you know. Yeah. And I was just about to say, I think it's time to start mixing in some of the Rensen follow-ups as well. Oh, I wish I had seen when you sent that, Fennec. I was curious. All right, 2-0 for Skullduggery. Kira and Skullduggery definitely want to play each other. I can see it. All right, but Riot's definitely showing signs of life. It's just one or two of these conversions just not going their way. A couple little things, you know, that are just, you know, it's pretty close. But I definitely want to see Riot take a game here. Score's not updating. Good old stream meta. I need a stream meta emote that just says like 1-0. Man, grab PRC for no damage. Actually, that's a good question, Fennec. I'd have to review the interaction, but it could have been situational based on the items that were out, or it could have just been, sometimes it's a nervous tick, like or you don't want to build the burst, right? Command grab for Faust builds so much burst. Next time you get command grab by Faust after you've used your burst, watch your burst gauge. You'll be surprised with how much that builds. Nice. Good anti-air from Riot. Keeping it, you know. Skulldugs is wilding out, going all around. It's kind of looking nutty, but Riot said, all right, I'm just going to chill. I'm keeping it calm. You know, we're just hanging out. And look, and this is exactly what a good Axel round against Faust looks like. Just kind of playing a nice full screen game, walking them to the corner, checking the opponent's connection. You wait for a little bit. You see what happens. You know, it's in the middle of rainwater. Aw, no. Come on, Guilty Gear servers. I believe. Connection's been lost. No. What happened to... No. That was Riot's. No. Yeah, big F. Let's see if Riot can get back in here. I'm gonna leave it up to the That's toxic. That's toxic, Skull. Rip. The hat comes off. You. Oh my gosh. Well, I will let the players decide. If they choose to have it stand, so be it. If they want to replay the match. Let's see. I'm looking for any word in Discord. Anything? I'm not seeing anything. We'll give. Wait, what? Riot? What happened? For us, it disconnected in the middle of the match, and now Skullduggery got disconnected. Okay, okay. Right. Did you end up taking that match? It DC'd for me after. Okay. Skull, are you still in here? Did it DC? All right, hold on. Let me remake the room. Okay. This is the classic. Sorry, guys. You guys are gonna have to beat up Mini Faust a different time. We're just gonna remake the room. Sweet.
Welcome.
All right. Try rejoining now, guys. I'll see what we'll see what Skull says. You know, if Skull says it's, you know, if that's what's happened, we'll count it. If not, rock, paper, scissors. Oh, hey, Skull. Skull, when it disconnected, had Riot already won for you? Or did it disconnect before the match was over? Okay. Okay. Cool, cool. We'll mark Riot up 1-0. I was about to say, yeah, burst advantage, good screen position, all that. Albert, why you beating up my child? Alright, see if you guys can get back in the room. No, you're good. You're good, Albert. I'm just messing with you. Alright, Skull's in here. I think Riot should be able to join now. Hey, we got the bear, the cow, the penguin, the crow. Kira's here. Cool, cool. Crispy's here. This is the game we play. It's fine. It gives me a chance to eat my hot dog. Anyone in chat? Besides Riot. Oh, you still can't? Oh, shit. Try a game restart. Or did you already do that? Yeah, it's been good all night, right? We had one kind of funky, hard to join each other session. Not to be the IT support guy, Riot, but did you try restarting your game? Yeah, if Nexus's down to make a room, that'd be... Oh, Riot's here, Riot's here. Never mind. We're good, we're good. Hey, Wyatt Musty. Oh my god, I haven't seen that. Oh, right. That's good, right? I don't know why that's killing me. Oh, I know, it's so frustrating. Yeah. Now, it's like, at first glance, it's kind of like, oh, what's the harm, right? You know, Riot's back. But the thing is, Riot had a lot of momentum in that last match. But now, there's been a lot of chance for it to cool off and stuff. So it's just, it's a general inconvenience for the players. Yeah, go ahead, Riot, go ahead. It's all good. Oh shit, I accidentally... Nope, spectate. As much as I would love to challenge to a battle, yeah, go get some water, Skull. Everybody, get a water. Relax. Get a beverage. Take a load off. Hang out. It's all good. Oh, okay. Let's talk about some other things in this matchup. So normally, the level 1 thing with Faust, like the level 1 thing to look at is what can Faust crawl? And how hard is it to crawl? In this matchup, there's actually a surprisingly good amount Faust can crawl, but it's risky because Axel has some amazing low covering moves. 2S is a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like yeah, you can crouch all the anti-airs. You can crouch P. I'm pretty sure you can crouch. Oh god, what is it? There's something surprising on Axel's moves that you can crouch, but I can't think off the top of my head. I think you can crouch and put a giant asterisk after this. I feel like you can forward crouch close slash. Or is it far slash? Skull, maybe you know. Can you forward crawl, what is it, close or far slash on Axel? I'm completely blanking. I've been up since 6 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. There's something weird on Axel. I know you can crawl, and it doesn't and it's like kind of surprising, but I can't. I'm drawing a blank. It's been a long day. Whew. $5K. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. So, and yeah, it's not super common that Axel's throwing out 5K, let alone against Faust, but it's something to something to keep in mind. So the thing is, though, that's kind of like the level 1 when you're going up against, when anybody's going up against Faust. Like, oh, what can they crawl? You know, and then you think about that, and you're like, do I have strings that kind of avoid those moves if I can help it, or anything like that? And you can kind of build a game plan. You can build like a rough game plan out of that. But yeah, in this matchup, the things that Faust can crawl aren't, I wouldn't say like, there's nothing like hyper useful. Like Faust can crouch Kabari in the Baiken matchup. That's a game changer, right? Baiken has to adjust a lot of their pressure. They can't just really throw out Kabari in neutral all the time anymore. You know, there's a lot of things that Baiken has to change. For Axel, it's kind of like, oh, I'll just pee when they jump. You know, it's like, oh, I'll just pee when they jump. And it's like, yeah, I'll just stick with 2K.
Avid.
So like one of Faust's like kind of level 1 defining factors is just sort of like, huh, okay, not that impactful. And that's kind of like the first step to like evaluating your matchups. Not even like this character wins or loses, just how do I want to approach these matches? You know, you have to really think of like, what's that first defining feature that you, how do you deal with it? But speaking of matchups, the more important matchup is the player matchup, as always. Yeah, right? Keeping it safe, keeping it pretty far back. Through a meteor, and it's get a couple extra items. Oh my god, Skull's item luck is out of control right now. One thing Riot's gonna have to watch out for is there's definitely been a few times this match Skull's been throwing meteors and teleporting behind. You can always mix that up with a teleport in front. Really good reaction from Skullduggery. Got the bananas. Banana Oki. Got 3 meteors in 1 round. Wow. Risky option from Riot, but it really pays off. Because if you block that aerial, I believe it's Rainwater is the move, it is like negative a billion. You can take all day to do whatever you want. Ooh, Skull making the smart choice to keep the corner. Just for that 1 extra hit, get that positive bonus. Realizing with the banana there wasn't going to be a... Oh no, that was... Why did I feel like I was teleport PRC? Ooh, the cross up. Ooh, that's rough. Alright, we're going to the last game. Basically even numbers. Pretty... For those new Axel players, really good round start. Just far slash. It covers quite a lot of things. You'll see a lot of people doing the snail and a few other special moves to round start sometimes. A lot of times keeping it simple, the best round start you got. Oh no, the peas! Still navigating these peas. Nice. It's tempting when you get that that air dash jump slash and it's blocked from Axel. A lot of times you want to follow up the air rainwater, and it's just like the risk reward's usually not in your favor, but sometimes you gotta mix it in. Full stick of butter. This is looking pretty tough for Skull. Ooh, time stop. What do we got? Ooh, the drop kick into Axel Bomber, making it 2-2. All right. And speaking of not connecting, it's our old friend. There we go. Wow, this is going to game 5. Riot's on a tear today. Even the servers can't stop Riot right now. But we just saw Skull pull like 3 meteors in a round. Skullduggery's item luck is unparalleled. I've had rounds where I've pulled 12 items and they've all been bananas and donuts. And I'm just like, man. I like the choice of P there. It's a pretty safe option just to catch certain moves. Oh, the trade, interesting. And there's kind of your first tip as a Faust player too. That distance where you're kind of like, what's a good way to describe it? Like a body and a head. Nobody combos Faust like Faust. Where you're kind of like about a character about a full far slash away is about the distance you kind of want to stay at against Axel, not for far slash, but because you can get a really nice fast jump 2K, usually to get over some of the lower grounded options like there. But if Riot follows it up with a anti-air, obviously you get hit. Ooh, Riot just got some really nice combos going here. You got the big combo into trumpet toss. Oh, using the burst to steal the trumpet, but gets hit anyways. No, that's gonna be so rough going into this last round. Although I will say burst against Axel is, I would say like 1% less valuable than other characters, just because it's hard to burst Axel. So any burst you can get against Axel is usually fairly worth it. Uh-oh. Not so close. Axel Bomber. Oh boy. Riot's doing anything they can not to commentate with me tonight. Yeah, goes for the second item to try and set up a better situation. Really gonna keep that ground covered. Mini Faust. It's about even life. Gotta burst. Skull wants that. Oh, Skull couldn't build that meter in time. Was just short. Wow, good stuff to Riot. Moving on to winners finals. And Skull gonna move on to losers, but they're not out yet. And I have a feeling we could end up seeing them a little. We could end up seeing them again. While we wait for our next match to start, why don't we take a look at this bracket here, see what's going on. So, we're gonna have up first. We're gonna have Cthulhu versus Domasaur. Wait a minute, get ahead of that. We're gonna have Cthulhu versus Domasaur, and then next we're gonna have Albert Doug versus Kenbobi. Funny, another Testament match with good old Albert. Kenbobi taking it 3-2 over Nightshade. Close match, and Water ends up DQing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Would have loved to see a little more Water gameplay. Looks like Cthulhu's sticking with the Bedman as much as they can. Domasaur, though, Soul to the stars. We all love Soul. Let's see. Let me check Discord, see where Domasaur's at. Let's see. Let's go here. Oh, there's Domasaur. Perfect. I was just adding them. Oh, they got the aura and the horse head up. Oh, boy. We're ready to go. Yeah, I gotta switch these names. Alright. So, I'm trying to think of how... So... good way to think about it. What's the level 1 against Soul, right? Is kind of how well you can deal with some of the strike throw pressure, right? It's if you have really fast moves or some far, especially if they reach far, you know, you can FD out some of Soul's options and kind of fast punish. Bedman's 2P is pretty fast and reaches an okay-ish distance. This is definitely a matchup we're gonna be learning as we watch it. If Domasaur lets us. Ooh. But Cthulhu calling out that with a kind of a full thing. Oh boy. Is that gonna work? Domasaur, no. Domasaur. That was good. What a good call out, yeah. So that's the thing. A lot of I think one of the things too is like when people first start playing Bedman, not that Cthulhu's anywhere near that level, but something I found is like when you first start playing Bedman, you're really tempted to try and zone a lot with the projectile, and it's not a bad projectile, right? It's fast. You can shoot another one really fast, and then you get that lightning projectile, was just a pinch better than the other one. So I think, but the thing is, there is definitely, yeah, there's definitely some counterplay to it. And you did Lizinga. It was great. I hope someone clipped it. That would be great. Weird question. But okay, not too bad. But the thing is, Cthulhu was showing a little bit of signs of life there. It's really, I bet Bedman has some like wacky, crazy DP safe setups and stuff that we either haven't discovered yet, or you know, are a little tough. But oh yeah, the quick switch to the Potemkin. Yeah, I think Domasaur is a little bit tougher. If you're trying to go for the big dub, yeah, you gotta pull out your best against Domasaur. He's a past GER winner here. This pressure is gonna be brutal though. Yeah. Oh, that was sick. All right. Oh. No. Yeah. Ouch. So I've described Domasaur before as a player who can like switch. If anybody's seen the movie Split, Domasaur is the person with the personalities. They can pull out any soul they want out of their thing. They can pull out the Patricia. They can pull out the person super high on the Solium, you know, doing some of the wacky setups into wake up DP into RC into super nonsense. But then they can also play like, all right, I'm staying far back. We're gonna play super clean neutral, really patient, reserved. And it's just one of those things where it's like it's so hard to deal with because you never know which Domasaur you're getting at each round. Oh, the jump cancel to catch the burst. Oh, the burst bait. Ooh, what a combo too to finish that off. That's a Potemkin is healthy.
What a bore.
Cthulhu's just having a real hard time getting anything started here. And it's hard, right? When you're playing Domasaur's pulled out the kind of crazier soul there. But here's the thing. What soul are we getting this round, right? Are we going to get the chill soul? Are we going to keep with the crazy soul? We're going to have to find out. Yeah, and there was still a wall break too to go. I think there might have I could be mistaken, but I think the end of that combo, if Potemkin had more health, would have been into a wall break. So we're at the White House in the sky. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Yikes. Ooh. Good FD. Yeah. Good backdash, yeah. If you can, if you can find ways to sneak backdashes into Soul's pressure, it can really cause problems for Soul. Alright, what do we got? Nice little YRC from Domasaur. And Domasaur making a good selection there because they almost have another tension bar anyways. So it's really nice that they can sort of cover that. They're not too worried about meter because they're pretty sure they'll get one more by the end of the round. But Crispy Cthulhu keeping it solid, but yeah, now we have that kind of more solid, patient Soul. And then, you know, that's the thing, it's so hard to adjust to Domasaur's play, right? You can't make those adjustments over time. And I think that's like Domasaur's biggest strength. I mean, great execution and great other play skills all around, but the ability to just play multiple play styles the way they do. Oh, yeah. Just a little bit. Gotta drift forward a bit. Hit him with the butt slam. Come on. I want to see game 3 on this guy. I believe in Cthulhu. Oh, I like the idea, but Domasaur is ready. Domasaur's playing real hot right now. Okay, nice. Good start. You're going to have to deal with potential... Yeah. It's real hard to pull something cute. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's go. All right, Cthulhu's got a shot at this. I believe. They can take, at the very least, a game. I believe. Nice 6P. Cthulhu's starting to catch on a little bit to some of the approaching habits. Oh, we got something funny. Oh, ooh. I know there's a version of that has one extra hit at the end too. That would, if they had gotten that version, I think that would have killed for sure. But now Domasaur's on the offensive. Is it time for a Gigant? No Gigants are needed. The jump scare Potemkin busters. All right, Cthulhu putting one on the board. Let's go.
Return to base.
That's the thing. All the Potemkins are rallying behind that Snake Eyes win. But any GER regulars know, we saw it in the stars, right? We saw Daigubus win. We saw Daigubus do super well, and we're like, man, what if we took the skill of Daigubus and packed it into Snake Eyes? Ooh.
Duel 1.
But okay. Nice little round start there. Counter. I like that idea from Crispy Cthulhu. But Domasaur's playing pretty mobile too, so... Oh my god, these busters. Oh, they... okay. They wanted the kind of leaping buster again, but it just didn't happen this time. And I think Domasaur's like, alright. But that's the thing. Potemkin Buster is also one of the best moves for breaking mental in this game. Getting bustered just feels so bad, and it feels so good for the Potemkin. Cthulhu found the move. But no, yeah, Cthulhu's doing some really good callouts on some better like little neutral callouts here. Yeah. Now Cthulhu's like, I'm gonna keep doing these jumping, falling butt slams, and if they work, right? What am I think Domasaur's almost playing maybe a pinch too fast, right? That's what it kind of feels like a bit. But Domasaur's taking this round back. Okay, this time goes for the Gigantorkai. I agree. Oh, okay. So yeah, you get a wall break. It's not exactly what you want, but you get a little positive bonus. Makes it a little harder to die. But yeah, with Soul with a meter is gonna kill no matter what. But now both characters about halfway on burst. Maybe, used a pinch higher. That was charged. Oh, what do we got, Domasaur? Oh, look at all the dust. That did so much. The Potemkin's a healthy boy. RC. Oh, does it kill? It kills, yeah. Good game. Good games to Cthulhu. And they show that, like, hey, I can do it. And that round they took, that was a pretty sweet round. That was a pretty sweet game. Good stuff, Cthulhu. And hey, thanks for showing up. If you came last week, I wasn't here, so when I say this, forgive me if you were here last week. But good stuff for their first showing for myself. And I'm really excited to see more. I love seeing more pop players. I love seeing more, it's something a little different, And I think it's a good chance for everyone to practice matchups that they're not used to. So yeah, really good stuff to them. Given the respectful crouches. Good stuff. Yeah. And I know Cthulhu's going to go back, watch their tapes, come back stronger than ever. And they're going to keep working on that Bedman, too. I liked what I was seeing. But for those who could not get enough of Albert Doug versus Testament, we've got Albert Doug versus Kinbobi. So... things to tread here, right? Level 1 against Anji. How do you beat Spin? So in this matchup, I don't know the exact specific answers, right? For Chip, you have some 3-frame moves that are really fast, and you can trigger the spin and then grab the follow-up. In this matchup, I feel like you could potentially use a Grave Reaper or a projectile, and then if you're close, you could probably go for a grab. And if they're spinning from far away, you could probably follow it up with like something like that. Yeah, you saw Kinbobi try to sneak in a normal. Catch the end of that. For Crispy and Dom, it was 3-1 Dom. Thank you, Riot. We got the spins. This should do quite a lot of damage if you can finish it off. Oh, I thought grab too. Nice YRC. Oh, they waited for the super. And they're being very mindful of it because Anji is susceptible to that super in a couple of those situations. Oh, this is tough. Oh, the 6B of the gods. Ooh, 5K. Nice. Good anti-air. Pretty close round, but both of them burst even. This is not impossible for Albert. If they can take a burst and take this round, that would be super ideal for them right now. But this is looking really rough. Ooh, yeah, that'll clear up game 1. But that's nothing, game 1. In these types of matchups, game 1 for these kinds of matchups can be a bit of a download for the person trying to get in on the zoner, right? Like, what do they like to default to? What's like kind of their rhythm? When should I time my dodge options? it's okay, right? That's the and that's kind of the level 1 of this matchup. What do you do against in that kind of like 3/4 screen situation where you're getting Grave Reapered and some other stuff's happening? Albert Doug going for an early burst spin. Nice, gets the hit, so they get to keep the game going. Oh, that was like the last possible frame it had to have been before the grab would have worked. No. Alright, going for the Crow Sweeper there, wants to keep a bar on deck, and they have the stank, so you get the big pickup. And they got the cool combos. Interesting, I'm surprised they didn't spend a bar for the super knockdown. Albert just having a real hard time getting this started back up after that first part. Spin, spin, dust. Hey. Ooh, okay, they go for the hop to keep things close. Good anti-air. That move is such a very good and reliable anti-air. It is so pesky to deal with if you prefer to approach aerially. Okay. Albert chilling. Got the meter. Okay, and Kinbobi's like, I don't want a hero burst. They weren't in a terrible position to, but when you look at the meters below, Kinbobi had 1 meter, Albert had 2, so it's going to be really tough for that to go. And yeah, and here is just a little bit better. This is just going to be, it forces Albert to work their way in, but Albert found a way in. Ooh. Oh, yeah, they were a little high up so they could get the escape, but now you're stuck in the corner. Ooh, really good interactions coming out here. Oh my gosh. Yep, Skull versus Dom is off stream. Yeah, everything past this point will be streamed. Here, I'll mark this one for stream so that way it makes sense. Although I don't think I can mark it for stream. I don't know why. I am the boss. I don't know. Oh, it's because I'm in event overview. That's why I'm not in my recording tool. Okay, but Albert taking that one. Let's go. All right. So it looks like kind of like how we were talking about the download to kind of figure out the way in. Albert's it looks like Albert has kind of found that. I think from what I've seen, it's definitely just been a few moments where things could be a little cleaner. Oh yeah, they got the they got that super tech on lock. Ooh, spin to throw, the classic. Fuji, okay. Okay, this time the hop setup catches Kinbobi. Yeah, RC, this should definitely kill. Albert coming back with a vengeance after that first set. Really wants to get back there and get a rematch going with good old KiraHana. And it's like Albert's just finding these ways in around Kinbobi's around what Kinbobi's doing, and then Kinbobi's just having a hard time going, getting him to just stay out.
Duel 1.
Let's see what we got. All right, I like the Albert just sticking with the safe approach, just kind of walk back, see what Kinbobi does. And a lot of people call, Anji like a straight up gorilla and stuff. But in order to be a truly effective gorilla, you gotta have a little patience. You gotta wait, right? You gotta hang out. Oh, let it breathe. That's gonna hurt. RCs, because why not? We got the meter. Alright, Kinbobi's gotta find a way to start. Nice. Kinbobi with the small adjustment at the round start with just the little shift forward. Ooh, it's just light, barely misspacing a couple of these normals. It's just by the tiniest hair. Okay, forced the burst. Yeah, that was gonna do so much damage. That was gonna be. Hey, this is looking tough. But can Kimbobi bring it back? Come on. RC. Oh no! Albert knew. Albert knew and got the counter super. Woo! Really good stuff to Albert and good stuff to Kimbobi. Doing quite a number on this tournament. Making top 5. Nothing to sneer at there. Not too shabby at all. You know, and thanks for coming out, Kimbobi. You showed us some really cool stuff. And definitely had a lot of cool matches along the way. Oh, it's not doing the thing. Sweet, I got them set up. Next up, though, we're going to have our winners finals match. We're going to have Riot versus good old KiraHana. That. Gonna let this play out for a bit. But I can fix these things here. I'm curious about this matchup. So this matchup's a little funky. Ooh. Okay, we're getting a little chunky. Okay, the players are feeling it too. Looks like it straightened itself out. It did not like that, that screen transition. Yeah. So this is a matchup I haven't seen a ton of. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna pretty much just be mostly reacting to everything. But it's kind of interesting, right there. I wonder who prefers to be close and who prefers to be far in this matchup. Who's the pusher and who's the puller? You know what I mean? Yeah, that move's definitely probably gonna be a little pesky. Good old 2S. Ooh, nice mix up there. Wow, Riot's looking pretty solid this round, but Kira's scary. They were talking in Discord, they wanted a chance to play. Well, they got it. Ooh, the burst bait. What do you got? Ooh! That was cool, and RC would have taken it. You gotta be careful. It might cost you your burst. Oh, no! No! No RC on that last combo. Ended up costing it. Good stuff to Kira, taking it, keeping cool under pressure, taking advantage of a good opportunity. Whew. But Riot was showing off some real cool stuff. Kira might have won that, but I don't think they're coming out of that like, yeah, they're coming out of that like, uh-oh. Yeah, Mugen combo. When are we gonna have when's Omega Killer Whale gonna get added to Guilty Gear? And Omega Tom Hanks. The real matchup. Oh yeah, and the moon. Who remembers the moon from Mugen? You just wait 15 seconds and then it comes out of the sky and does some billion damage and covers the entire screen. Oh my gosh. Alright. Enough Mugen memories. Riot's worked Kira to the corner here, and I think we kind of see it. It looks like Axel's going to be the one to kind of probably push the screen space here in most cases and just be able to work Testament to the corner. Because Testament's options to reach that far are a little bit slower than Axel's. Nice air throw. It's a little tricky for a Testament player to get that going. But Testament's up close pressure games. Is pretty good too. So it's kind of like the classic Axel weakness is not necessarily a weakness of Kira's, or I should say Testament. So Classic. The triple head. Chooses to break the wall. Okay, okay. Wants that positive bonus. Riot's staying pretty mobile in these matches too, which I'm kind of liking. I'm really liking that, you know, Riot's staying mobile so they're not getting caught by like some of the classic zoning stuff. Lots of little backdashes, little hops. Oh god, does anybody else's eyes just stop seeing the screen when Testament does the Arbiter sign RC like double mix up things? Oh my gosh, my eyes just like they just glaze over. I can't see what's happening. Which is part of the reason it's hard to block, right? It's hard to see, and it's hard to tell which one's coming out. One thing we haven't seen the command grab from Axel. But you gotta be careful using that full screen. Really strong players like KiraHana, Domasaur and stuff, they can easily tell the difference. And so they won't get caught by it very easily. And we also haven't seen Rensun a lot. It's very interesting. Riot's definitely choosing to stay mobile over going for like more committal options. Probably, which is probably a quirk of this matchup. Ooh, was that the teleport? Yeah. Kind of forces the burst there. Oh yeah, now we have a Rensun. Pinball. Oh, the chip damage. No. Another close round. I believe in Riot. Riot's so close. Like, they're one interaction away on these games. It's so close. Riot has definitely leveled up since the last time I saw them play, for sure. One's been I don't know what the secret recipe is, but it's working out. Nice. Yeah, now we're seeing a little bit more Rensun. That was the thing. We were going kind of light on it, and don't worry, I think not forcing too much Rensun is an amazing idea in this matchup. But at the same time, it's the move. it's quite a scary move. Yeah, 6B forces KiraHana to spend that bar to make that save. Otherwise, they were getting hit for sure. Oh, 2K reached that far? Stop. It's illegal. Fun fact, my fiance's picking up this game, and it's her first fighting game. She's like, I like Jacko, and she tried out Jacko for a bit, and she's like, that's a little less fun to play with than I initially thought, and I'm like, well, she becomes really fun when you figure everything out. The character she went with is Axel. She's like, I like Axel. He's cool. And I like how far their moves reach. And I just think he's kind of cool. And I like his super a lot. I'm like, oh, that's sweet. So that was one thing I was telling her though. She's like, what do I do on defense as Axel? I'm like, that 2K into the sweep. Exactly. Thank you, Riot, for timing that interaction exactly to my story. But yeah, so. It's just funny, the coincidences. 2K is on Axel is quite the bun. Alright, Riot takes the game. Let's go. Shoutouts to our favorite helper TO. Couldn't do it without him. No updates on Skullduggers versus Domasaur, so we'll have to see who wins that game. That's gonna be a real tight one, I think. All right, let's see. I believe in the 2. I believe in the 2-2. Going for the early burst, I think, is a pretty good idea, especially in a matchup that sometimes can go a little slower and come down more to individual hits. You know, because the more time you can waste. Okay, both players kind of using their bursts right away, but Kira's burst definitely keeping that corner, which is sort of what you want. But Kira's walking back quite a lot for someone who's trying to get in. That kept the right side too. What a good RC. Oh no. Out of range for the wake up super. Or it was trying to catch a button and Riot did not bite. But this is exactly where Riot does not want to be in this matchup. Oh, the back throw! Riot's ready for that. Oh my god. The bursts are going to be back probably by the end of this round, so unless someone just pulls out the biggest... Alright, no, even now. Yeah. Oh no, it's time for Arbiter Sign. Everyone's favorite move. For some reason, they made that move better. I don't know why. Look, I try to keep my Testament bias under control. I think Testament's a super cool character. I don't like fighting Testament at all. But you know who does like fighting Testament? Axel 2K. All right, it's time for some Arbiter Signs. Oh boy, this is where Riot's gonna have to adjust to these Arbiter Signs on the fly. Yep. Forces a burst. That's not bad though. All you need is one more interaction window. You can take control. You know you've been playing too much Faust when you see that situation. You go, why don't they just teleport RC instead? What's up, big booty man? How's it going? I've seen you around here a couple times, and I think you almost entered the one tourney. Hopefully, maybe next time. Oh, we got some Axel Bomber stuff. Okay, the P didn't hit, but that's okay. We got the RC to force some more interactions. Right, it's like I got an answer for everything. Hold on, this isn't over. Are we see 2-2? We're gonna see 2-2. Let's go. And thanks for the follow, big booty. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Riot's like, I am not commentating today. It's just not gonna happen. I refuse. Oh boy. Alright, hold on. We'll get that score updated in just a sec. It's the scoreboard is fighting me. There it goes. Perfect. Alright, I figured it out. Alright, what's the round start? Oh they kind of pulled very similar round starts. I'm gonna off. That was part of the reason my fiance wanted to pick up this character too, was she figured out how to do good old snail. Axe said, "How about a off?" And she's like, "That's silly. I'm gonna play him." All right, good backdash on that Arbiter Sign. Nice. Good side switch, keeping it cool. Oh, I like that throw. Strike throw. Waits out the backdash. Riot's playing nuts. I love how we have a few running jokes, but man, this is looking tough. Kira's looking a little lost. Riot's got these backdashes on lock for the Arbiter Signs now. We got that was a missed input, but now we have a okay. Kind of extend your pressure there. Okay, that was supposed to be a time stop earlier, but no big deal. As long as Riot keeps their composure, keeps cool, they're still doing great. They don't have to adjust it. What a good anti-air using Far Slash. That was great. Resengeki pinball. And that takes it. Riot's in grand finals. No freaking way. Let's go, dude. You're killing it tonight. You are killing it. Simply zoned IDK, man. I love it. I freaking love it. And it looks like Skullduggery took it 3-1 over Domasaur. So all the dreams are alive. We got the Axel dream, we got the Faust dream, and we got Anji still on deck. Next up, we got Albert Doug versus Skullduggery. This is going to be kind of a weird one. Anji versus Faust was, even when Anji was bad, was one of Anji's only favorable matchups. So this should be interesting. Alright, good stuff from Skullduggery. I'm going to switch these names in just a second. Technical... My phone on my side. Oh, wait. Oh. Most Faust meter is spent. to prevent Faust from getting punished. That's the joke I always like to say. Because half the time it's like something that's like, oh, this should work, and then it doesn't work, and you're like, crap, I have to RC to make it safe. Alright. Here's the thing, though. At any point, Skull could absolutely get smothered. Mini Faust, the homie, forcing Albert to jump there. We got Banana OP. Nice, just the raw dust. Keeping it hard to burstable. Throwing the multiple items here kind of forces an ugly situation. I don't know. Skull's not wild enough to have taken that banana on purpose, right? Just to try and throw off Albert's timing and try to do something after. There's no way, right? Alright. Albert's holding fast to this burst, which is definitely helping out. But Skull's working on building up another burst. If they can make this take a little longer, I think they'll definitely see it, yeah. The classic hammer into command grab. Not much you can do about it. Ooh, keeping it hard to burstable. But yeah, right there, just had a little burst moment. A nice little mini conversion. Ooh, and now a nice bigger conversion. Yeah, Anji's healthy though, and those guts are high. So when Anji's low, Anji's taking low self. Yep. Oh, yep. Thank you for that, Fennec. Yeah. You know, I'm learning solos a little difficult sometimes, but you know, running solo, it's not too bad. Alright, Skullduggery taking the first game, but Albert definitely showing signs of life. I believe person here is going out at 4th place. So I wonder what the round start here is. Because with Anji, it's always like, whenever you're round start against Anji, you have to go, are they going to spin? Is that really what's going to happen here? Skullduggery, a big proponent of the Kara item toss. It can actually, I read on Twitter from them, they said it can actually affect certain item toss angles and can also set up better situations in Kara mix. Helps build a little less burst if you get good items. Oh, it bounced so high because it was just so raw. Yeah, wow. Wasn't just a little late on the anti-air there. Alright, they're chilling. They're keeping it calm. Oh. Ooh, nice counter. Oh, little guy reached as high as he could. Yeah. Against Faust pressure like that, it's like sometimes it's best to wait until Faust moves or wait until Faust throws off one of, like, I call them like straight like pressure ender moves. Ooh. Oh boy, this is gonna do like no damage. Yep, but it worked out. Set up a good situation. Skull taking a quick game too. I think Albert's, you know, it's not even like Albert's doing anything majorly wrong. It's just Skull's just on top of it. Skull's just really pushing hard. Skull's like, you know, Uncle, I know you got work in the morning. I want to get you to bed nice and early. Which is, of course, appreciated, but I believe in Albert. I know Albert can at least take a game. Albert's been definitely pushing hard, and Albert's no slouch on the Anji front. It's hard to play against people like Skull, too. Like, people like Skull and Plantain both play so unconventionally for Faust. Skull plays very kind of interesting, usually goes for like kind of unorthodox options. Ooh, into the super. Where like, but you know, they kind of have like, I would say standard Faust spacing movement. Where like Plantain, Poppy goes for more standard options, but has the wildest movement. Plantain will just run up on you full screen. And for some reason it works. Oh, they're both playing the yellow Faust, funnily enough. Ooh, the trade. The instant blocks? Oh my. Skull's ready for this matchup. They're both fighting for that donut. That's one thing. Uh-oh. We're gonna have a Skull. Oh. No wacky Skull clip today to join the montages. Ooh, gets caught by the grab. Oh, nice backdash. And I love that confirm. That confirm was super smart. That's gonna be 3-0 for Skullduggery. But good stuff to Albert. They're taking down 4th place. Top half, definitely not too bad. Lots of crazy, crazy players here. You know, yeah, it's nuts. And just the way this bracket shook out too, you know. Imagine if Suicune was on the other side of the bracket. Who knows what this would have looked like, right? Or who knows if, you know, if Water didn't DQ or anything like that. So good stuff to Albert though. They really they showed some cool stuff with Anji. They definitely showed some slick combos against Kira earlier as well. And you know, losing to a past winner and you know, another, like, I think Skull's gotten top 5 here before. So this is definitely Skull's highest placement. But now we're gonna have
Mankind
Skull versus KiraHana.
Duel 1.
I'm gonna update the bracket and then the names, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Sweet. Okay. Perfect. Ooh, nice confirm off the hammer. Oh, but Skull was ready for that. Oh my god, they hit the item on the way down with the bat. Okay. That is sick. Oh, I love it, Skull. Please, never change. Alright, now that I can actually look at the screen besides that last wacky interaction, that's a really strong item for Skull to get here. Mini Faust is really nice. It covers half the Grave Reapers. And sometimes it can even mess with Arbiter Sign just a little bit. So it's really nice to have that out. But this is also the problem. Like, yeah, the standard Testament game plan doesn't do too bad against Faust. So we'll see what goes on here. Oh, really nice fast IRC, catching that jump motion. Yeah, Skull said here, you can... Skull saying, you can have the trumpet, I don't really mind. Oh, doesn't... Okay, did I just see Skull fast RC into mix into... yeah, fast RC into mix land, and then have time to do more... That wasn't necessary. You didn't have to do that. That was... Oof. Alright, but if I'm Kira, I shake it off. You've got an amazing round start against Faust here with 2K. And then you also have 6P. A really good one at that. The bane of most Faust moves' existence. So, there we go. Yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, when Faust is throwing up a really high up bomb like that, of course it's hard to tell. Sometimes, you know, it's hard to tell when they're doing it. Oh boy. It's hard to tell when they're doing it, but the idea is to run under it, right? When they're doing a low bomb, you go over it. Ooh. Skullduggery going for a risky item toss there. Ooh, nice job. That angle is really good for approaching on Testament, especially if they're not waiting. 'Cause if they're waiting, they'll just 6P you. But using the escrow to dodge the bomb and then end up still having the pressure. Skullduggery's situational awareness is out of this world. Ooh, yeah, good bomb tennis from KiraHana. Oh, but yeah, just a little early on that last round of bomb tennis. Oh no, it's hard to tell what's happening. Come on. All right, here we go. KiraHana's got a hit in. They can start the game plan. Arbiter Sign didn't work out, but ooh. Nice 2K calling it out, and that's 50 of Skullduggery's meter. just not able to be used. Wall break. Ooh, nice. Using that 5K just to kind of space out some of Faust's slightly slower moves that reach that far. Oh boy, wow. Alright, Kira's starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Skull has burst on deck, and Kira most likely won't build any unless we start getting some card mix stuff going on in here. Speaking of which, alright. The good old bomb bag, the bouncy bomb. If Faust gets after and throws that bomb bag, it's gonna bounce and it's gonna be, and it goes far. It guard crushes if you block it. It's an overall really good move. The teleport PRC actually getting canceled out, so Skull gets to keep that meter and go for another one later. Just like this. Nice, nice, nice. Oh boy. This is gonna be... Ooh, really good placement by Kira. Getting out of the way. What a throw. Oh, no. Darn. I thought I saw Skull try to move. I couldn't tell. I saw something, but... Really good stuff to Kira. 1-1, especially after that first game was looking a little spooky, right? It was looking a little scary. But Kira backed it up, said, no, we're good. I've won one of these for a reason, and I got second in another one for, I got, the closest second we've probably ever seen in a different one. It's like there's a reason I'm the best testament around these parts. But I believe in Skull. I honestly, either of these, our top three is nuts. The winner gets to play Axel. Not much of a prize for these two characters, but hey, I think we could see a bracket reset from either of these people. That teleport was so well timed. I'm surprised Kira did not get caught by the bomb there. Nice little three-piece from Skull. Ooh. But that trumpet's going to be useful. Skull tries to super jump over it. Maybe being a... Ooh, yeah, it's going to be that round for Kira. Oh. And really smart, right? That might look unnecessary, but really smart stuff from Kira. By doing that, they saved Skull from building just a tiny bit of burst meter, right? And like, don't get me wrong, Skull's gonna get burst back no matter what this round, but sometimes if you can get it back before one interaction, sometimes you can set up a burst save situation before they build it back again. So even if, oh my gosh, Kira's playing aggressive. I like it. I don't understand why that worked at all, but it was that was really interesting. It almost looked like Skull forgot to hit the button. But that was definitely not the case. That was definitely intentional. I think they were going for a greedy item toss situation. Oh, they got the double block, but yeah, then get caught out with the 2K. 2K is going to be the bane of Faust's existence in this matchup. So, for those in chat who've ever fought a Faust, you're fighting Faust, and you're like, all right, this one interaction, I've got it. And then they crouch your move, and you get them, and you go, ah, darn. Like, and you get mad, and you're like, of course it crouches. Like, why would he not go under my move? I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. That Testament 2K is crawl for Testament in this matchup. It goes under so much of Faust stuff, and it feels so bad. That was 40. Banana's not bad. Nice using the FD to push into the banana. They air block the mix, so forced to block on the ground. Oh, mix works, but we got back throw, so it's good. We're back in though. I want to see game 5 more than anything. Ooh. Kira's so good at finding the gaps in these combos. Ooh, this might be able to kill. Okay, that worked out. I was a little surprised they didn't RC off the other situation, but hey, it worked out. We're going game 2. We got a hammer. that hit the tip of the scythe. Every Faust has their kind of own wacky trait. I can see Skull really likes going for item super. I really like to hit the hammers at people. It's not very good. But every Faust has their thing that they do. Oh, and there's the 6P, yeah. So, yeah, when Testament's taking rounds, the rounds are going to look a little bit like that. But oh, unlucky break when it comes to that catch. But it knocked him out of range for the Arbiter sign. Home run. Throw an item. Almost at, alright, there. Skull's at 50 meters. Scarecrow PRC is online. And it's very tempting just to throw it out immediately. But Skull's showing the patience to, okay, I'm going to take as much screen space as I can. And then if I'm forced to do it, I'll do it. Oh, it didn't stick to the wall. Ooh, using 2P to catch that approach. 6H is mine. Yes. Yes. 6H is such a good Faust thing to have because it feels so good to get the hit, right? I used to be that used to be my Faust thing, was 6Hing all the time. But now it's like, now it's mostly hitting the hammers and a little, it's still a little bit of 6H, but I love doing 6H and then they block it and then I do a mix from like that mid distance away and it usually kind of frame traps them. We're on round 5. Good awareness from Skullduggery, ready for that hit confirm to take the maximum screen advantage and set up a good situation. And the throw to dodge Mini Faust, such a good option. Kara item toss again. Skullduggery's thing is doing Kara item toss. Why did they go for? I don't think that there's no way they went to burst there. And if they did, they're a mega genius. They're thinking about something that mere mortals can't comprehend. Ooh, this is gonna be the hardest knockdown. Oh boy, we got the stank. Yeah, this one's gonna go to Testament. Faust Bros, we're still in this though. Faust Army. Come on. I'm a little biased, I'm not gonna lie. I just love my character. And I'm a little fan of Skullduggery. But still, Kira's still a homie, friend of GER. Still want them to win, of course, too. Nice. Oh, I just want to see more cool stuff. This time gets a good break on the corner trumpet stuff. Ooh, Kira going for the burst. I think that's not a bad idea. Oh, that teleport takes the burst. This is the battle of the teleports. We got the DBZ fight here, except neither of the characters look like they're from DBZ. I love when the whole sound effect. Like we're at the final round of Game 5. Skullduggery is that burst advantage. Playing it cool, uses the burst, gets a great screens position from this. Oh, nice conversion off the JPs. That's that kind of, there's a funky mix. It's not safe, but at the right distance, it's very hard to punish, and it's just kind of awkward, and it sort of becomes pseudo-safe. It's really weird. Every Faust knows what I'm talking about. There's like the weird mix on block. Amazing air throw. Oh, the triple head. Is this it? It's it. No, so close. Oh, I love that Skullduggery came back, secured a top 3 here at GER. Skull's a super good player. Big shout outs to Skull. Go check out their Twitter. Just type in Skullduggers. You'll find it. But super good stuff. Thanks for coming out, Skull. You're always a blast to watch. You always have the sickest sets, and some of the funniest interactions. We'll see. Oh man. All right, but here we are. We're at grand finals, and it's gonna be Riot on winner's side. Our very own, the TEO who saved this tournament, versus nope, that's not the right Riot. Whoopsie doopsies.
Man,
The TO that saved this tournament long ago. We got them up against KiraHana. He's gonna be on loser side. KiraHana's got to take 2 sets. Not grab it at finals. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. For those who don't know, I'm gonna give Riot a quick shout out while we're just on game 1. Riot runs a tournament series called Tension Temple. It runs Saturdays. Lots of cool stuff to do there. It's a pretty fun tournament. They even have the integration with Matcherino, which gives you details about the match and what's going on the overlay and things like that just by highlighting. So give it a check out. It's pretty cool. That tournament does have a cash prize, unlike this one. This tournament's for glory and for fun and for learning, above all else. So, all right, we're in the match. Oh, it took a second. Oh, that time it reached. Okay, I remember earlier it did not reach. It's okay. A lot of times in these grand finals, the winner side may lose the first game just because they need a round to like get warm, right? Kira's just had to play a really tough matchup against a really tricky opponent and lots of adaptation and craziness going on, so their brain is mega primed right now. But Riot's been chilling, having a good time, hanging. So, round 1, game 1 goes to Kira, but that's okay. I always like to say game 1 of grand finals is kind of like a hand warmer for the winner. Right, it's just now Riot is like, all right, I'm up. I'm versing Testament. I'm remembering my stuff. Let's grab it. The Guilty Gear servers aren't attacking me anymore. I'm okay. Although maybe a little of that guilty, maybe a little bit of that screw the servers energy might help here. But all right, let's see what the round start is. Are we gonna go for Snail? Are we gonna go for the classic? Oh, backup 2P. Interesting choice. Interesting. Probably maybe trying to catch the 2K from Kira. Yeah, Kira waits a little bit for that burst there. Real good habit for any players trying to really up their game, I would say, is definitely when you have an RC that pops someone up really high in the air, it's okay to take a second just to wait. You know, oh no, Naraf joined and the servers are going nuts. Okay, I think it's good. The servers really don't like Riot today. But we got that 6P. Oh no, it's time for Arbiter's Sign. I appreciate that Kira is not the type of player to do 7 Arbiter Signs in a row. Nothing feels worse. Yeah, that's rough to get out of there. Alright. Riot's got this to... Okay. Riot's got this to take some data, you know, download a little. Had a little lag interruption there, unfortunate. But it didn't look like it was in the middle of anything too bad. And, oh, Narath, thanks for the follow. How's it going, buddy? And, oh, did it boot Riot out of the room? I can't... Oh, no, Riot's still there. Okay. It's hard to tell because Albert's just chilling. Riot's the reverse 3-0 master. I believe it. Axel is actually kind of a good reverse 3-0 character. Because if you download the opponent's attack patterns, you can really frustrate and stop them. And if you can get your opponent tilted enough, it's hard to... It's really hard to get past Axel zoning while tilted, right? But Kira's got some good mental. They've been through some tough situations. I'm ready to see something. Nice. Keep it simple. Boom. Ooh, the JK. I kind of like that. Not so close. Yeah. Got to be careful when trying to follow up after Snail. It is plus. It is common sometimes for Axels to do a little bit of movement after it. So that's probably what Kira's kind of going for. But yeah, it's really tough for, what's it called? it's really tough to punish that because it's plus. A lot of times you just have to take the movement. Well, I will say this, Skull. I'm not trying to bias you or anything, but we've never had an Axel win GER before, so we could cross another character off the bingo sheet. Okay, Riot's playing it nice and chill, not overcommitting with anything. Sometimes, like, I think that's like you can kind of do sort of the Domasaur style here, where you can switch between showing a bunch of this. Ooh, the Axel Bomber RC to kind of get that momentum shift. That's really cool. But yeah, you can kind of switch between throwing out tons of buttons as Axel and then just also switching to a reactive style, right? You can switch between preemptive and reactive on the fly. Although here, oh gosh, you gotta be a little proactive. That's okay. It's okay. There's another round to go. Speaking of old people Kira fought in grand finals. There's Daigubus. What's up, Daigubus? How you doing? I was sharing the Potemkin matchup knowledge that you and a boy were so gracefully nice to give to me. But KiraHana sitting really close on to a bracket reset here against Riot. Riot just kind of chilling, not phased by the health. Oh, God, no RC. Both players don't want to get close to each other because then the RCs are going to start flying. Oh, it was almost too late on that one. Wait. Oh, my God. No way. That was so smart. Oh, that was sick. That was sick. Let's go, Riot. Let's go. All right, Riot putting up one on the board. Saying, you know what, Kira, I could have just said let's go next, but I prefer to. You're gonna have to earn it. You're gonna have to earn it. And then Shaka Khan and Kira, if you would just. Uh-oh. I don't know if Kira saw that. Oh, that's cool, Daigubus, yeah. That's cool, yeah. It's a pretty fun one. Hopefully we see you back here eventually. It's so fun watching you play. I'd love to see more, but speaking of watching people play, great transit. Oh, the double burst. They're on the same wavelength. All right. Yeah, I was about to say, we haven't seen Upsend in a little bit. Ooh, I'm surprised no RC into like Axel Bomber wall stick type thing. But I don't know. Could be that works. Oh, okay. A little weird on that last one, but nothing wrong there. All right. Riot's like, you know what? All right, time for the reverse 3-0. I am the reverse 3-0 master. Yeah, it wouldn't be a GER without it taking out the extra times. Oh, you're usually busy on Monday and Wednesdays? Ah, okay. No worries. Ooh, nice anti-air. Oh, good burst from Kira, though. Kira's got to figure this out, though. This is... Ooh. All right. Riot is on tournament point. If Riot wins this, the tournament is over, and Riot will be our GER champion. Albert's out of here. Albert's like, I've had enough. I can't take this. It's too close. Oh my God. But I'm about it. Of course, I'd love to see the match reset, but I also want to see Riot win. He's been helping us so long, you know, ally of GER, you know. Ooh, wow. Oh my gosh, Riot's on such a good sequence right here. Getting the burst. Kira going for the hero burst. I'm not sure about that one. The match was already looking kind of rough. But it's okay. We're going to the next round. Kira's just got to find a way to get this pressure to stick. Nice jump P. I think that's like the hallmark of like an Axel who's starting to get really, really good, is that they're using to use JP JP is such a strong button to use. Yeah. Oh my god. No! And like that. Yeah! Let's go, Riot. Let's go! Riot wins GER, number 18. And we can cross off Axel on the bingo list. We have an Axel winner. Yeah. Oh, I'm pumped. Oh my gosh. Good stuff to Kira though. Keeping that real spooky up until that last game. That last game, Riot's like, I'm just in my zone. Ooh. Daigubus, yeah, let's see. Yeah, the reverse 3-0 to sweep. Hey, the commands stopped working again. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm sorry, Big Booty Man. Sometimes the command doesn't work. Okay, but you can always find our brackets at start.gg/guiltyear. So, I want to give a few shout-outs while also answering Daigubus' question. Sin is definitely one of them. So first, let's run through our top 8 and see what we got going on here. Just re-pulling it up now just to make sure I don't get anything wrong off the top of my head. Characters that have not won a GER: Ram, Milia, Zato, Geo, Happy Chaos, Bridget, Sin, and Bedman. So we got a few to go. But first, I want to give a big shout out to Riot, who always just the greatest ally the stream has. You know, always helps us out. Always here helping us out, doing the best TO work you've ever seen. And not only that, and now they're winning. Dang. We got KiraHana in second place. Love to see it. After they have had some of the best placing so far. A second place against Daigubus. Then they got first last week, and now they're second again. Looking good. Skullduggery with a solid third place. I mean, in one interaction in that one of those matches in the games earlier, and Skullduggery would have taken it. This was a close game. Albert Doug holding down fourth. We got Ken Bobby and Domasaur in fifth, and we have Nightshade and Crispy Cthulhu in seventh. Speaking of Potemkins, good old Crispy. But yeah, shout outs to everyone here. I appreciate all of you guys coming out and playing the tournament. I hope you had a really good time. All right, I already shouted you out getting first. I fucking said I would do it. Yeah, let's go. Oh yeah, and don't forget Ram Nexic. I have the list. I can can you stop being OD for a bit? Riot, if you want. Riot, do you want to pop off on the mic? You have commentator room access. You're completely allowed if you like. Especially if you want to give any shout outs. I did shout out Tension Temple earlier, but if you want to give your spiel on Tension Temple, feel free to hop on into Discord. Cool. Alright, looks like Riot's headed in here. Riot's pumped. Riot's popping off. Riot's leveling up. Oh yeah, yeah. Here next, I'll pull up the sheet. So, and I'll highlight the ones. We can add Riot's name to the list.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
I already got my fucking yells and tears out the way, bro. All that's what cry. When I reversed the old score, bro, I like screamed, my voice hurt, my head hurt, everything hurt, bro. I wasn't going off.
Yeah, that was nuts.
God damn, bro. I'm fucking nice, bro. Like, what are you? Damn! Come on! I fucking said I got the Zenkai boost. I'm going fucking crazy. I'm not stopping.
Yeah. Go off. You know it, man. You know it.
I'm sorry. I don't get like this. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, dude. You played some of the best you played the best I've seen an Axel play in this tournament. We've had Noisette and a couple. We've had what's their name? Yeah, we've had a couple great Axels come through here too. So you're the Axel of this tournament now. You run this.
Hard.
Hardly.
All right, but no, I definitely appreciate the hopelessness and this honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even if I didn't win, like just the fact that I played as well as I did just meant a lot to me. So GG's to everybody that I played, and yeah, good shit to everybody.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna see if we can't find someone to raid. We haven't raided before because I see IDOM's running NLBC, but I want to see if we can find maybe someone else playing some gear. Maybe someone playing. We'll see what's going on the Guilty Gear channel thing. Let's see. Super Noon's watching. We got Van Tiki. Never heard of Van Tiki. Oh, there I look, Gary. There I am. Yeah, it's looking like it's either gonna be Super Noom or IDOM. So let's give it up to another tournament. Why not? Where's my little chat box here?
All right, I'm gonna dip out here and go back to my other server. I got a bother you actually.
No worries.
But, all right.
GG's. Yeah, GG's everybody. Definitely, you know. Shout out Riot and IDOM's chat, and you know, be good. NLBC is how I got into fighting games. So, you know, it means a lot. Thanks everyone for watching, and have a good night.